Chat. Let's get a top chat live. There we go. It'll take a few minutes for them to kick in here. Big brother, John. What's up? First, yeah. I don't know, John. I think Cat beat you. Hey, I don't know that he says he's first. All right, one of y'all in the top three. Rom says third, so okay. What's up? Captain, that food look good, man. Look, and Neil got done eating all that good food. He still jumped in here. That was quick. What was that cake like, bro? I know that cake was good. Miss Dana sent Crystal a picture of it. I'm the Godfather. I'm first. Laugh out loud. Removing propellers. I'm going to hook it to Butterflight, look at the rates, and mess with them a little bit. So I want to remove propellers just in case. Dang it, Cook. I thought you were cooking. No, he's done that cooking, John. He's eating. Or he done ate by now. Or he might be. That's a lot. There ain't no way that's going by now. Miss Dana probably ate one burger. Neil probably had the rest. That's how it goes here. Under recently. Wake you pray out here. Yeah, I thought it did pretty good, Heath. Just to try it out, I thought, I was like, wait a minute, this thing has a camera on it because I had the I finally got my little camera to get the time stamp off this thing. I've done it multiple times, and then I was like, you know what? Let me hook it to the laptop. So I hooked it to the laptop and did it, and finally got it to turn off. And then when this plugs into your laptop, the Qlema SQ12, it automatically takes over as like a webcam. So the whole time it was hooked into the laptop, it just built videos and videos and videos onto the SD card. It was pretty weird. I thought you had to have to tell it to do that, but it did it all on its own. So. Propellers removed, so don't lose no fingers. Will lose fingers on this. Look, I actually had this out today, and I turned the rates from 100% down to 75, and I was out there just playing around, so it's much smoother. I heard a miss. Jimmy. Infinite, what's up, Jimmy? So then I was just out there messing around, doing some rolls and all. So I tried to do a backwards power loop, which I did, but I stayed in the throttle. So when I come down, I was like this, and the field's soft because of the rain. Man, I put that thing all the way up to here, and nothing but dirt. Like, I mean, it packed all around. The propeller bent around, right? I snapped the propeller back out, and I was like, man, I brought another pack with me. That's a shame that I had dirt all in these motors, and I had dirt all in here, the broken antenna off of it. As you can see, I only got one left now. I was like, man, I was like, hold on. It did rain. There was a puddle. I went over here to the puddle, unplugged the battery, squish it all around, shake it all back out, got the motor spinning, and flown the other pack. So that's called a hardcore junkie. I wasn't going back home with that pack. I've been pretty rough on her today, so. And now I'm having binding issues, so I'm thinking that antenna that I ripped off, I kind of need that. So I'll go ahead and put another receiver in it probably. That way I don't have no worries over flying away. No. Make that sound again. Which sound? Besides Chris, I don't have anyone that can grow hair on demand. Thanks. 107D. The Hubsan 107D FPV. don't think I saw that one yet. Brushless motors, waterproof. Yeah, and that's the thing, Jimmy. That's what I thought. And not I thought. That's what my son's like, you did not just put. I said, as long as the power was disconnected and not in salt water. I said, you're good. Daniel, welcome. But yeah, it's so it's good. Hey, it got the mud and all out, and I was able to fly. Let me tell you what. If you're looking for an FPV antenna, Team Black Sheep. There are stubby antennas, tough as nails. No joke, because this thing was in the ground like this, like I said, up this deep. And it was just stuck in the field like this with my camera pointing up to the ground. Looks like I planted it. I did in reality. You just shaved this morning. Yeah, John, I just shaved this off this morning. Reminds me of that movie. Bruce Almighty just shaved it off and it just right back. It's like, whoa. So I might be building the Ark next week. It's a micro with a 5.8 built-in screen for the DX. Oh, I think I may have seen that one. How'd you say that? So how's homie liking Bug 6? And that's cool now that I can hook everything up, because I don't know if anyone in here that noticed, but this drone right here is the Pyro Freestyle last year's champion. This is Dronographies, and it had a FR Sky receiver, which I removed already, and kind of got a little plug hanging out there for that. So I'm gonna put a Fly Sky one on, which I already got. Just got to get it out the box and plug it in. Ray Smith, welcome, brother. But yeah, that's cool. And this thing is, there's no joke on what the story is behind it, because on the board they removed the accelerometer. You go into the beta flight, there's nothing on it. Lumineer motors. This thing, I cannot wait to take this out in the field and fly it. And I'm gonna have to be easy on it, Baduga, because I don't want to wreck no one's stuff. So I won't be out there getting stupid with it unless I'm super duper 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 comfortable with it. And then I'll go roll it, flip it, and all that craziness. But I will just push it around a little bit first. But it's fun now being able to hook to a computer and tell the drone what you want it to do and what you know what I mean? That's cool. Mr. Winky Head, give me that FR Sky skin. Actually, I would, but it was already given to Justin by Dronography. But if Justin's not into it, you can have it. I'm not into FR Sky yet, so I say yet, but I said one day I might get a Tyrannus. Who knows? I'm 3D printing right now a Leader 120 frame, and I got Dronography's Leader 120 here, and I held it up to mock it up, right on point. Capster, what's up? Capester, maybe? Capster. Homie Paul planted the Bug 6 with the 3S. What? With 3S power on it? So it will hold 3S. Kind of thought it did. Justin, what's up? Hey, Lewis, I ain't forgot you on that bird. I've been, the frame, I'm going to go ahead and print the frame. 4x4. I'm going to go ahead and print the frame, and then I'll get, trying to think on, like, the cheapest motor and ESC setup would be for it. And he blamed you, Chris. I didn't blame me. He should have blamed Cap. Cap got the Bug 6. But yeah, that frame's looking good so far. You can see, like, from looking at the original leader frame, it's right on. David, welcome. Don't go cheap on your motors. Yeah. Well, no, I mean, no, we're not what you're thinking, Anthony. I know that sounds bad, right? What it is the 502 S or 502E Desire. It has brushed motors right now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna print a Peon. I think it's a 230 frame. Yeah, it's a Peon 230 frame, and then get a brushless or brush to brushless converter. It's just a board because you know in your brushed motors you got a positive and negative. On your brushless motors you have a positive and negative and a signal wire. So that's what this board takes place. You hook your wires to it off of the board, the positive, negative, and it comes out to having the three wires. Thomas, what's up, brother? Hey, I just telling him I'm 3D printing right now a Leader 120 frame. It's the same motors on that. So anyway, back to the motors, Anthony. So then we're just looking for like the Bugs, probably the Bugs 3 motors. When I say like cheap motors, I mean I'm not saying like they're not like going to be for racing. They're just going to be where it's going to turn into a brushless GPS bird because it's already GPS and all that. So I figured. Oh, I already did, Thomas. Let me show you a couple of them. Well, you know the tarantula back there on the wall. Then I printed this, the little Hubsan X4. Great little flyer. I did this. I don't know if you saw this. I think it's been a while since I've showed anyone this. I did a Punisher frame. And then I took the Sky Viper. What was it? The Sky Viper Hover Racer. And you see how I just like cinched the pods off of it and just put them through the hole there. But it worked. It was cool for like the first 3D print of it. He says. And I've printed there's frames. I know I got at least printed 12 to 15 frames that's out already that I've given away. Any built yet? I don't know. This is probably the closest build, I think. No, actually, if you look back on my channel, I did the Rodeo 110. Where's that guy at? He's over here somewhere. I've been working on it. So I got the propellers removed off it. Oh, look, the camera. The camera. That's what I'm talking about when I busted the camera off of it. It smacked that board and busted the little guard and then knocked the lens right off of it. But if I work with it, I can get it back in there and get it focused in. But I took this, Thomas, completely off here, everything, gutted it, and put it onto a 3D printed Rodeo 110 frame. I gave Drone Worship one, actually. He has just for, well, his actually flew away, but anyway, that sucks. Nameless Droner, what's up? And then, so yeah, I did it, and it flown. I mean, it was, these guys will tell you, many in here witnessed that. Flew pretty good. I love the PLA frames, man, are pretty tough. But I flashed this guy with Betaflight. So it's got Betaflight on it now, so I just have to go in now and set the switches up. The board's done been flipped 180, and what was it? I can't think it off my head, but I can go walk it right through there. But it's all been done. So when I go into Betaflight and look at it, it's like a 3D model thing you got when you tilt forward, you know what I mean? It's all on point. So I just gotta set the switches up now, which is easy. He knows I'm getting this ready for. But yeah, printing them is fun, and then making them fly. That's really fun. Catch up on chat, yeah. Did you watch? I've watched some of the Punisher thing, John. I just printed that because I thought it was cool. I actually printed Heath one and sent him one also. Ray, okay, the little one that I held up the first time. All right, Thomas, cool. Hold on, Ray. I'm gonna show you here. This guy. Yeah, this was fun to build. You just take something like the Hubsan, rip it apart, and then this guy here. And then I have I got stuff printed like all over the place. Boxes. That box. Here we go. See this, Ray? And there's a top to it somewhere. But this is the Cyma X5 board, and I tried to do it. FPV Dreams, welcome. Oh, I see butterfly. Oh yeah, FPV Dreams. Think QDL sent you over, correct? So yeah, Ray. So that's I did that for a Cyma X5, but it just won't fly. It just picks up and just spins. I tried to do it when Kim was doing that one. Tried to if I can help him along with doing that. But if you want any of these frames, Ray, just message Crystal and you know I got you taken care of on that. Val, welcome. Does the Hubsan X4 use the same motors as the X11? I'm not sure. I don't have the X11, the Cyma X11. Yes. Let me show you guys what he's talking about. This guy right here. I got to put an antenna on it, Heath. That's why I ain't been flying. It's kind of crappy on FPV. I wrecked it, of course. Smashed the antenna off of it. But this is a brushed FPV racer. And this thing will move. It is very, very capable of crazy speed. You would not think, but it is. I mean, you can see the propellers on it. They're almost as long as my finger there. They actually are as long as my finger. So they got some big props on them. All right, who did I miss here? Canadian Drone Network. Welcome, brother. If you guys don't know, we do the Drone Network every Friday night. Me and Captain Cook in here, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And the Canadian Drone Network is like a brother off of our drone network. So awesome, awesome, awesome. What else I miss here? Oh, I see. Ed, what's up, brother? Love my drones. I see that 501S SS, brother. She did not. Good eye, though. Good eye. I had it camoed up there. The red props give it away, right? Yeah, it's the 501 SS. That's a good eye, though, to catch it on top of that. Kind of looks camoed from my view here. It's kind of like it blends right in. All right, back down the chat here. Yeah, John, I actually do. I switch them out all the time. But I mean, I'm good. Don't, you know what I mean? Don't send none. It's switching them around nothing because I can only fly one at a time anyway. But if you do use your Bugs 2 prop nuts on your Hubsan, you do have to reverse them. So if you have, when you take like this one off, just use it on this side. You know what I mean? Switch them because the thread, you know, Hubsan's backwards on everything, so their props even point down inward, and then their nuts go different. Drone Network. Yes, there's a link for the Drone Network. Thank you, Cap. Yeah, it's true story. Like when people were saying, "Yeah, man, I got a Hubsan 501 SS because they messed up and put the in the wrong box." I'm like, There's no way the people that are making that is making that kind of mistake. Not the money difference. Like, no way. Yes, it is way, because I literally have the bird right there. It had the S sticker on the bottom of it. I got videos and all of this. When I first got that bird, a lot of us know here that I struggled with it because it was an SS, and I was going to flash it with the S, and no, man, I was getting ready to tear that thing up. But yes, it is an SS, and the sticker was put on it wrong. And the box out in the living room even says 501S on the box, and it's clearly an SS. He compared it with his SS, and we compared it, and it's got the same board in it on the bottom, the camera board. So I'll clarify that if no one knows about that. If you open up the back of your bird, because you might want to check yours out. A lot of you do probably have an SS and think you only have an S. Another real way to do actually is fire your bird up, put the battery in, put your transmitter on, let everything bind, and then go into the firmware and look what that number said. You know what I'm saying? That's what clued me in. But then Heath showed me, if you look down inside this guy, that like camera goes the whole length of the bird all the way down. You see the silver plate all the way from front to back. On the S, it's only like half of that. So that's another true sign that you have an SS. But yeah, I didn't believe it neither. Legendary Explorer, what's up? That's cute, dude. Your little hamster, you had him in the car. That was pretty wicked. I like that. Yes, Nameless Droner, I am running Butterflight on the Wizard. I was told if you have an F3 flight controller, butter it up, it makes it better. If you have an F4, pretty much don't bother with it. That's just what I'm being told. Like, I mean, or what I was told. And not saying that's, you know, Eric E. Drones the one said that. He told me the F3s kind of, you want to butter them up. I guess because they're older, so you kind of want to get them up to date. But yeah, I got butter on the Wizard and beta flight on everything else. No race flight. That's Justin's cup of tea. Is that what it's called, Justin? Race flight? And I see what he means by the difference in it, the way it's set up, because like when you go in, you guys can't see here, but I have to connect. But anyway, over to the side here, when you go in, that's where all your stuff is set up on like beta flight. So you got to go into like each individual one. If you do anything in there, save, and you know, before you exit. To where like Justin runs one, I think it's Race Flight or Race Day or something like that. Yes, sir, Race Flight. So then when he goes in, he has like a wizard that walks him through. Like it's got blocks up here, like step 1, 2, 3, 4. And I mean, it is really user friendly if you think about it, because it kind of walks you through and it kind of helps you as you're going through it. Where beta flight, you have to do everything. So other than that, if you understand that, and it's hard, I think race flight I probably would have understood more, but I think beta flight is the harder one to learn first. Drone worship, woo! Pew, pew, pew. Drone worship was flying the Little Manus, guys. Where's the little guy at? Oh, here he is. In Storm Alberto today. He said probably had a good 35-mile-an-hour gust and is flying this little thing, which does good in the wind. I actually printed, I forgot when I was talking to you, Dan, I printed little feet for it. Little landing gear and then a front bumper. For crashes. But they go like right on the bottom. Pretty cool. And they're like a landing leg and a motor guard all in one. I don't know if they would probably be, well, I don't think they're gonna, you know what I mean, be tall enough to make a difference on that battery. That's the ticket, I guess. Hey, hey. I hear Astroglide, John? I'm not sure about that, bro. They need to stay with what they got right now. Let me learn. It's a lot to learn. And I say a lot to learn, but basically I mean, it is a lot to learn, but it's not that hard once you start messing around with it, because you guys remember True Drone Reviews, Brian was on the show, and he got this guy. This is that DRL. You can hook this to Betaflight, and in my eyes, you can't do everything you can do in a race drone, but you can go in and mess with PIDs. So you can go in and possibly use this as like to train yourself to mess with PIDs and understand PIDs and whatnot, and messing with right in your house. That's the difference. And then you ain't got to like run out or be in a field or whatever and do it and all that good stuff. Which you could do it in your house if you're crazy anyway, but oh, that's right, Heath. You get your Bebop sent out today. Liberty Bell, welcome. Smells like fish in here. Smells like fish in here. Yeah, exactly, Thomas. They're nice too. That's why I thought, you know. And I did the same thing, and then Neil also has got one coming. But yeah, it's cool. And they're fast flyers. They're really, really fast flyers. And you can go full blown acro with it too. So it'll teach you how to handle. You know what I mean? Like anyone's flown acro, you know, Sly Dad, what's up? So when you even like, it's got the only thing I don't like about it, honestly, is the altitude hold, because when you push the altitude hold in acro, it comes up. It's like until it comes up, you know what I mean? You get control of it, and then you level it out. But it will teach you the acro on how to handle a bird. Can you do the flips and rolls? Maybe not. Maybe going in and do some PID adjustments. I think you could get it there, but you can't put air mode on it. So all I know is acro, FPV Dreams. Cool. I do it all, man. I do the camera birds. I fly everything. Do the acro. Try to do it all. It's really, honestly, I think my opinion of flying acro and then flying like the Inspire one and solo and stuff like that, it makes you smoother. Like you see the smoothness because don't jam them sticks, because you're used to this guy. You like, well, you know, or that or race drone, you jam them sticks, wham. And I did it today, honestly, with Wizard. I was out trying the rates that I changed up on it, and I thought I was in Horizon, so I went up and I want to just roll it over. It was in full air mode. Yeah, it was just like this, wham, right down. It destroyed 4 props like instantly. Pretty cool, and I didn't have the camera on. That's what sucked about it. But it hit right on the battery strap and then the low buzzer, but it didn't destroy it. The props, yeah, not the buzzer. The other modes are restricted. Yes, you're right, FPV Dreams. The other modes restrict. That's why this guy right here. This is the Pyro Freestyle Champion winner last year. And this literally, you guys can't see it now, no. But it literally has the accelerometer and all removed off the board. Get your light in there. But you can see right there where that accelerometer would be, where that board's flat, right there. Because I have the same exact flight controller. This is the SP Racing Clean Flight one, but it's got Betaflight on it. But yes, I have the same exact board in my Wizard, and it has the accelerometer. But yes, this is full-blown acro, nothing else on it, and it does run much cleaner, they say. We're going to find out when I put that Fly Sky receiver in there. Thanks, Nameless. That's not mine. It's actually Dronography. That's his bird. I just have it here doing some work to it. Because I help, like, if you have like help needing like switches set up and all that. That's why I got the laptop to start doing all that, and I got all my ports set up now. So because I struggled with that really bad, and I really appreciate everyone that stepped in and helped me with that. But now I think I'm pretty much on my feet with that. Sly Dad, you running from them nurses again? Let's see what I missed here. Yeah, nameless droner. I feel like I don't know, like learning the acro, that's what everyone says, but then you kind of, like I said, it feels like it makes it smoother because, you know, their GPS, they're held there. You will forget that because I've done that and I'm like, oh, it's right. Oh, ooh, I just let go of the stick. But yeah, I think it's made me smoother, honestly. And I'm glad my mind can work like that and do it all. I'll tell you what really got me, that one video that you see where I went up real high and I did the invert and I just all the way, I did it longer than what I normally do it. Oh yeah, I felt my knees wobble on that one. I was like, whoa, that was a weird feeling. Okay, FP Dreams wants me to explain acro and air mode. I'll try my best at this. I do know what you mean though. Okay, so in acro mode, when you arm your bird, your propellers don't spin. Okay, so therefore, when you throttle up, and then people do run full blown acro, and they do like what I feel like I've seen from it is if they're like flying, they do like a turn, you know what I mean, or something like that. That's good, or something, you know what I mean. As long as you keep the throttle up a little bit, keep your prop spinning is what I'm saying. Because when you arm it and your throttle's all the way down, your props are not spinning. Air mode, your props are spinning, I believe, roughly about 6%. So when you arm it, they're spinning already. So when you throttle up, and this is how you perform flip or roll or whatever in acro, because a lot of people don't know this, and I didn't know this. You throttle up, then throttle down, and then do your maneuver, and then get back on the throttle, you know, and keeping in mind the ground the whole time. So if you go upside down like I do and invert and, you know, yaw to the ground, I always have that in my mind. Like my mind is always calculating that ground, you know what I mean? Like, okay, it's cool. And that's when I roll it back over. So to me, that's the difference in air mode and acro mode. Acro, to me, if you throw the switches, like I said, like you throttle up and let go and then try to flip it, I feel like you're not going to get your full rotation because you're down in the motors and they're not spinning. So once you down that throttle, it's just going to drop. That sound right, FPV Dreams? And I know I saw what you wrote, Drone Worship. I was just explaining. I'm going to go back and read that too, bro. Drone Worship said, I just wanted to say to everyone that has served in our currently 6 years, part of another thing. Thank you for your service. Cool, Dan. That's awesome. But you know, a lot of people get Memorial Day mixed up with Labor Day and all that too. Because a lot of people, they thank people for their services now, but it's the ones that aren't here with us though. But yeah, that's awesome, brother. Connect. Yeah, and I mean that's why I said I think I'm on with the FPV. Josh was in here the other night, and he explained the whole thing. Josh Withrow, dude, he explained it like reading it out of a book. But that's based the cut dry to me. Just somebody in the field flying, you know. That's how I learned it because I know quite a few of you know I've asked the question before when I got into it. Why when I go to do the flip, the bird just falls? They're like, yeah, that would be called air mode. I'm like, gotcha. But I kind of was already familiarized with that, and I'll explain to you why. I had the Waikara Runner 250. Terrible bird. Don't buy it. At least don't buy the basic 2 version. It's trash. But what was going on with that is it's called the flip of death. So when you down the throttle and try to get back on it, the back motors would spin up faster than the front ones. Wham! Every time. You could not do nothing to this bird to do that. But they come out with one fix. You had to go into the Deviation 7 radio and adjust everything. And I did a video on the rodeo explaining that. I call it air mode, but it's not. It's kind of like air mode through your transmitter because you're just setting the throttle up a little bit and then setting a throttle stop. So when you arm it, your blades are spinning and then you lock, you know what I mean? So it's kind of, it works for you. It does work because the Rodeo 110, it didn't have air mode at all on it. When I got it, and that's how I did it. I did it the same way, and then I could go out there and flip and roll it, and it would stay in the air and all that without falling out. But that's my opinion upon it. I know it's not no pro opinion either. Trust me. I probably missed a lot in there, but that's me going out and flying, and that's my opinion and my experience from it. You down the throttle on acro, it's like a brick. If you down the throttle on air mode, it's much more squishier and gives you much more time to do things. Nuts on your face. That's messed up, Dan. Leaving, Cap? Ready to go to bed now? I ate all that good food. Now I know you got work tomorrow, bro. Thanks for hanging out, though. It's not in. Right. Yeah, like I said, it's awesome, though. 77% done with 3D printing the Leader 120 frame. And that's what a lot of them. And when I first started doing the flips and rolls FPV, I just man, I was in the throttle. Oh, they were aggressive. Ah! So I've come a long way. Like, but I have a long way to go too. Don't get me wrong. But I don't go out and just do the one trick, 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 the one trick. You know what I mean? Beat it in your head, beat it in your head, beat it in your head. I get stuck on not doing that. I need to do that. Chris, nah, Heath, I'm done with the bigger ones. I built the 6-inch here, right here. I got the 5-inch 220. So I'd say that 6-inch would, I guess that would be a 280, right? There's not much off of it. Yeah. Yeah, that would have to be. So yeah, this is my 280. But no, I'm not. I'm probably at my level with the big drones with this. You get what I'm saying? And Chris Riley was probably going, "Thank you, I finally got to him." Chris Riley has always been trying to get me away from the big guys and down to these little fellas. And you guys see what Chris Riley can do with that Leader 120 and that XJB 145, I think it is. That thing is amazing. But this is my first build, so I am definitely going to get it to fly. But it's just a few steps that I have to step back and rewind. It was dead in the water about a week ago. Now I have it to where I can power it on. It will come on, do the little ding, 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 dong, chimes to the flight control and ESCs, and I can arm it and get one motor to spin. So that's not bad. And if you ask anybody on your first build, that's probably pretty good results. But I have another flight controller, and I'm the type of guy that I don't like to throw stuff away. So if I can get that flight controller to work, I'm damned at trying it. Because I have a one right here that would solve all my issues, would put me in the air with that thing probably. But I just want to take my time. And like I said, I hate getting rid of stuff that I knew I could probably get working. But this is the Joshua Bardwell F4 flight controller. And this thing is all in one. This thing is nice, really nice. Like I said, I could probably solder it up tonight and have the drone in the air tomorrow. But I'm trying that NAS 32. Justin knows. We worked too hard on that thing just to give up on it. And it tried to give up on us, but we figured it all out. All right, let's see what I've been missing here. Sweet Nameless, that sounds good. Yeah, I know the Emaxes are really good flyers. Like, I've heard people talk good about them. Everyone that has them are really happy with them. John, can you get clear video from these guys? Yes, because you have like inside here you can mount that little If you watch Albert Kim, it's a man. Chris Riley also. A little tiny SD card, man. That thing is tiny, tiny, and you can hook that to here and record straight to a DVR. And I'm gonna tell you, when you're flying this guy, you forget you're flying something the size of your palm versus something like this one. I mean, you really feel like you're on board one of the 5-inch or something like this versus that, because it's so fast, so agile. It's like flying a jet fighter. In my eyes, it moves that quick. But yes, you can get clear footage out of them, but you have to put a DVR on them or have really good goggles with like some, I guess, Pagoda antennas or something like that on your goggles or something like, yeah, some really good antennas probably. Nice, nameless. Vortex 285 with 6-inch props. See, that's why I run on that one. I just showed you that first build of mine, 6-inch. Cool, he says. What am I going to fly tomorrow? Hopefully the Wizard, if the weather's permitting. But I think we're going to have rain most of the week, so probably be learning on this little guy in the house. Which that's what I think is cool, because like I said, when you have bad weather, you can just take this guy, plug it into beta flight. Like Neil, I want to get him into flying the race drone, so this is going to like help him out as far as learning the acro and stuff. That way, you don't have to smash up nothing really nice to learn. Excuse me. But yeah, it's probably what I'll do. The Wizard tomorrow. I got another pack charge for that bugs, dude. I'm ready to have fun with that again. Ever since them triple props, man, I just love that. Because I'll tell you what's fun about it is because when I first got into droning, I was scared of like the Bugs 3 because it was intimidating. You know, going from a toy grade quad to that thing, it was like, whoa, you want to be real careful with it. And you guys see how I am. I just fly by the seat of my pants. I go with it. And that's what I would do with the Bugs. I could take it out there and rear it up 300 or 400 feet thinking I got a GPS burden on. I didn't. And now to go back and fly that where, like, I can't say I don't give a crap about it because I do. I still love the Bugs. But if you get what I'm saying, like, I'm like, man, you don't intimidate me no more. I fly things way faster than you are. And that's what's cool, to go back and have fun still at that level with it. What's up, Drone Review Man? What's going on, bro? It's so damn hot outside. The tiny drone I have flew away today, but I found it. Oh, I'm glad you found it, bro. See, John says, Dano in here? I don't see him. I'm in live chat. Sometimes this chat over here will not show you the people in here too. If you're in here, Dano, I don't see you, brother. Yeah. John, you mean when you say no, but no GoPro quality as far as that SD recorder on those little things? They do very well. That's how you see all these guys putting all that like beautiful footage out there. Like, you look like you reach out and just touch the stuff as they're flying around it. Okay, thanks, Ed. Oh, dude, definitely you want a brushless swoop. I know I want a brushless swoop. You imagine that. And I say, well, I don't know, because I mean, would you basically, you're kind of in the whoop class with this guy, just without the whoop. But it's got the whoop, if you get what I'm saying. It's got the whoop, 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 but just don't have the hoops. And I've flown this in the house once, actually twice, but not in acro. Acro is another beast. And I've turned this back to 80% now. It was at 100% on throttle. Because here's what I do. I like the PID setup on it, but I kind of feel like where I'm still learning, if I could roll back the throttle, kind of like how we do with our toy grades when we first started out, that would make things a lot easier to start learning stuff, because I'm always challenging. I just don't want to go. I just don't go out and fly around and buzz all around like most people do and get the feel the line, if you get what I'm saying. You guys know to fly FPV what I'm saying. Get your line and whatnot. I just go out and just right out the gate. I go hard at it, and I gotta stop doing that. I'm no pro by no means, but it's just amazing to fly the thing and actually have full control over the drone and make it do what you want it to do. I think that is just amazing feeling and all that. And then have the goggles on and be on the drone. That is really amazing. I know, Ed, right? That thing is wicked, Jack. Wicked, wicked. Like I said, Drone Workshop was talking to me right before I went live, and it's man, he said he was out there in like 30-some mile an hour winds, and he said that thing was just working right down. And I noticed it. It does bull through the wind pretty good. But if you kind of like throttle up and, you know what I mean, throttle down, as long as you're like on throttle, it's good. But any drone, and I mean, you're talking the weight of this thing. I don't know the grams, I can pull the scale and weigh it, but even with the battery, I mean, you're not talking much. So you understand the way the wind would whip it when you turn in acro and stuff. The Mantis, it is 2S. Yes, 2S, brother. And you can run it on 3S. The Frequent Flyer, check his channel out. Really good guy. I started following him when I've come up. I go by his channel every now and again. I don't go by as much as I should, which he don't come by mine at all. So I feel good about that. But go check his channel out. He does good reviews on it. He does run the 11.13S on it, but he stays at the same C rating off the 2S. But you can go in and run a higher C if you go in and tune some numbers on the motors. But me and Dan was talking about that. Not necessary. This thing is a beast on 2S. Dan told me about some Hudson batteries too, also about it, that he's running. So, but yeah, it is a monster for a drone. 9,000 kV motor on that little thing. And I don't know if the camera is doing justice on it, but that motor isn't. You take the tip of your thumb, and that's about what that motor is. Amazing technology on this thing. And it's got a really nice flight controller, really nice PDB board, a whole nice setup all the way around. Yeah, Patrick, I get what you're saying. To fly to acro indoors, exactly. Oh yeah, Ed, you like that video I did the other day? All I did was cut out that. That's not like multiple videos that I cut, because you get a lot of people to do that. They do the acro and they kind of just like keep editing clip after clip after clip. I just took out the part of me flying back across the field because I kind of get stuck with wanting to go away from myself. I need to stay around me. That's why I need like a tree or something that I can just focus on that tree and just stay with it. So I cut that part of it out and just put the, loops and all that stuff in there. But I'm gonna start practicing more of the power loop, the Rubix 180, which I do very well now. The Tomahawk, I'd like to do that. Like, I've been thinking of different ways of doing that. That's pretty cool. Like, because when you go up and you kind of only turn one way, you get used to that. So I'm trying to like turn it the other way, getting it lower to the ground and do it. And you got to remember that if that thing hits the ground, I mean, it's turning. And that's the thing I did, the yaw. Okay, when I turn my rates down on my transmitter, no joke, my yaw would do what this propeller does. That's about what my yaw would do before, right? Now I turn the rates down, it goes. If you can put that in perspective, what I'm saying. So yeah, so before, when I yaw my bird, if I held the yaw, that thing, it was like a disco light at night with the little LEDs on the bottom. Okay. Hey, Heath, we don't have none around here. I understand that. Yes. Yes. You know how fun that would be? A bandos? Man. Yeah, I would love to do that. The closest I'm going to get to doing something like that is finding them building a new building. And I know where they're building a couple at. And it's right down the street from me. But you got to catch it when they're, after they just built it with no windows and all. Kind of what Justin and yeah, exactly. Justin telling we tried, man. We were like this when Justin was coming in that week. I was like looking everywhere. Her mom and dad have a farm now. They have a nice barn and all, and it opens up on both sides. And I was just up there actually Saturday with her dad. And I was looking out back. The tree's not that big, so if you get caught in it, it's nothing too far to climb. And it's on their property, so if the drone had to set overnight, it would be no big deal. But also, you could power loop through the barn. So yeah, Justin, I think we got a nice little setup. Drone Redneck, Randy West, what's up, my brother? Hey guys, sneaking into here for a little listen, a little bit. How you been, bro? Hope everything's going good with you. Job's running smooth. Hope you ain't doing too much partying because the wife is your wife still at what's it go, California? Barnstorming. Yeah, there you're right, Thomas. Barnstorming, bro. But yeah, it's like a clean, straight through shot. And it's kind of like a little roof when you first come out. But yeah, you can go across the field, get the whoop, come right on through. But I gotta practice power loops more too, I think, before I try to do something like that. I tried to power loop the tractor I heard earlier today. I didn't do bad. I just don't follow it back through as I'm coming down through the ground. You know, like Herbie didn't follow through Justin's tutu. He didn't follow through and man missed that. Whew. Lucky I have a 600-year-old building and churches. Oh, you're lucky. He gotta do something for us, bro. Awesome to see you in here, Drone Redneck. Wife comes from Cali Thursday, so you only got what? Today's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. You got 3 more days to get that party in, bro. Kind of like risky business. You run around, clean the house all up. I found a sweet park with cool things to fly around. Yeah, we found Winter Place Park. We've been looking and looking and looking, but we think we finally found a tree. Because I feel like when you're out in that field, that's why I get lost on just doing the same routine because the field. You get what I'm saying? You just see the field all the time. There's nothing. That's why I start flying around myself and all. I'm like, if I hit myself, Justin will tell you, dude, he was out in my yard. I screamed. He's got his goggles on right. He's standing there. I screamed this thing right past his chin. He felt the breeze on his neck. He's like, yeah. I was like, I got you, bro. Trust me. He said, yeah, until you accidentally hit me. Then it's going to be, oh, I didn't mean to hit you. You're good. I got you on this. You know this. And then when we were whoop racing, I put the whoop over his antenna for mine, so it blocked his signal out. Thank you, Nameless Droner, for hanging out in here, brother. Appreciate it. Get some rips in. I'll get over and check your channel out. Appreciate you stopping by and hanging out. Oh, no. Justin's throat. Nah, Ed, I was way away from his throat. So did you get that race drone, Randy, that you were talking about? Because I'm set up now. I do the tuning and all on them. I'm learning to tune. I'm not saying I do them. Like, I'm not no pro by no means. You know how I work on things. But yeah, I'm into the tuning now and stuff like that. Plugging my drone in and messing with things and seeing how it does. I actually built my first race drone when QDL come down to visit, Randy. ZMR 250. She's got a few more times on the table before we get her out and fly. Be back, headed to the gym. Don't work too hard there, Val. Jim will wear you out. Nameless Droner, I have the Hawk 5. How's that coming along for you, Jimmy? You getting that acro down at FPV? I remember you saying the depth perception part. I have a serious yeast infection. A serious yeast infection? I say to homie Paul, stand. Hey, don't move. I won't hit you. Yeah. Homie Paul is not going to listen to you, Heath, on that. I promise you. And if he does, I don't know. Because he knows dang well. Yeah, man, I'm getting much better. Awesome, bro. Oh, no, 4x4. Didn't tear nothing up, did it? Crashed a Phantom 3 in the bushes today. At least it was in some bushes. I've crashed my Phantom 3 out there in that hard field. Right on the ground. Oh, dude, you're going to put a GoPro on it? What do you mean, like a session, probably? Or say you definitely don't want to put your GoPro on it. That's a lot of money. And you can't say, well, I'm not going to crash, because believe me, if you're not crashing, you're not flying. I put mine on mine like probably 4 to 6 times. That was enough for me. And I wrecked it 3 times out of those times. I literally launched it from the quad, right? And then when I go to pick it up at the end of the flight, I'm like, oh no, where's the GoPro? And I remember where I hit at. Like, I got you. It's just money, right? Laugh out loud. Hey, bro. You feel like that? They'll just throw it in the mail to me then. Oh, you'd be mad though, dude. Because that's the thing. That's what it scared me that day. Like when I crashed, you know what I mean? First thing I pick it up, look at it, make sure everything's good. Like, oh, it's good. But when I ejected it that day, that was scary. That was real scary. When you take those goggles off and go to look at that drone and that GoPro's gone, it's like, what? That really gets you. Oh, 98% done on the Leader 120 frame. Man, that thing turned out nice too. Really, really nice. Yeah, Justin, he said that he couldn't find that when he went back to get that GoPro. It wasn't there no more. If anyone was interested in that, it was the GoPro session, I think, was for like $50, which was a steal, dude. That was cheap. I will post the video. All right, 4x4. Right. Night, Heath. Thanks for hanging out, brother. Be easy on Ruby and homie Paul. I hear you, Randy. Be careful when you mess with it. Them race drones, they're fun, but they're a handful all at one time too. Just remember, you ever get in trouble, throw the switch and disarm it. Let it just fall and go find it. You know what I mean? I've done mine many a time. Me and Justin was just talking about that not too long ago. So let everyone know the Firefly cam is $30. The Firefly, especially that one, was it the something 6? That's got like stabilization on. That's supposed to be a really nice camera. Don't think that's that's $30 though. That's usually around $60. PC nice, slide dad. PC. Oh, it's done. It's done. Just gotta let it cool down now. Ouch. Man, that thing's smooth too. Really smooth. And 3D printing, if you don't know, us ones that print, we know, but when you're done, just leave it set there, because if you try to pry it up, you'll warp the ends of it. If you leave it set there and let that bed cool back down, that thing will pop right up off there like butter. So Ed, what did you have on your head earlier? Like a magnifying glass? And talking about that, you said the bugs, you glued it back together. What do you think, like that one of those Peon 230 frames? Let me get my phone. I think that would work for your bugs. You have to just take it apart, transfer everything over. Oh, yeah. Sorry, just sending a text real quick. Let me find that frame I was telling you about it real quick. I have my phone on silent, so what the hell? Here, sorry guys. I hear you, Randy. That ghost is fast, ain't it? Trying to find this picture real quick here. Got so much on this thing. I'm most sure I have the 230 frame one here. Yeah, there it is. See, Ed, like that, I know the picture probably won't show you much the size, but it's pretty good size, 230 millimeter. It's got, that's not the whole thing. That's just like the bottom and the arms. It's got a top plate. Who's in oh yeah, Jimmy, he's in Ohio too, yep. And then what is it? Scott's not too far from you, right, Jimmy? Mrs. RC, hey, welcome. Brian, what's up? True Crime Reviews. Sorry, I was looking at my phone there. A couple people snuck in on me. Glad you joined in though. Mo, just having fun. So what's everyone up to? What you up to, Mo? Get that grilling done? You said you were grilling later on. Well, wait, because it's 7 here. You what? 3, so 4, 5. So it's like 4 there. I think you're what? 3 hours different. I was hoping. I bet, Jimmy, that was inspiring. Watching them guys fly. Electrical tape router together, and chilling on the couch, Brian says. I have that frame. Yeah, Justin, that's the same frame you got, that Peon 230, yep. You missed my question. I'm sorry, Sly Dad. Let me catch it. Let me go back and catch it, brother. Yeah. Goodfellas, white hat. Yeah, that pond's nice, Mrs. RC. Y'all did a really nice job on that. I say y'all because I figured you probably help Eric out because, like me and Crystal, we do things like that and help each other out. So, not unless you just step back and let Eric do all the work. That's cool too. Not grilling for another hour or two. Cool, Mo. You fly the new one? Sweet, Jimmy. Bugs are bad here, Ed. Nope, we both did it. Cool. That's what I thought. Sweet. Jimmy has the, was it the Emax 5? I think. Yeah, the VIX works for gnats. As soon as they land in it, done. That's like ants. If you have stuff outside that you want the ants to come up through, like your hummingbird feeders and stuff like that, you take Vaseline and rub up and down the pole. Yeah, I know that don't sound good, but it stops the ants from getting up there to it. Or VIX would work too. Hawk 5 is the only race drone I've got. Inspire 2, P4. You got the Inspire 2, Jimmy? Nah, you know I know that. Yeah, Jimmy texted me, was it like a week ago? He said his depth perception was getting him. I was like, yeah, get your toy grade when I start out with it. That's the easiest way to do it, I think. And that theory that you had, Jimmy, put your goggles on, take your drone, walk around the yard. Yeah, there's a lot of people out there to do that. I've been asking people now. So yeah, dude, put it on and walk around your yard. That they said yes. It's weird to do that though. To me, I can fly to FPV, go up to stuff, you know what I mean, know the difference, but to walk with it, I fumble over my feet. I'd walk right into something. I tried it here in the house, walk right to the door. Let's get close and disarm it. There you go. Look, all right. So when you get close, think about not disarming, right? And just yaw on it. Do a 180 and then come back away from it. And if you hear like clatter, then you know you were too close. If you don't hear nothing, then you know it's good. Let it fall. Yeah, I've done that many a times. Come ripping in around trees with the race drone and have it sideways like this and look, and I'm like, nah, there's no way I'm gonna pull that off. And I just throw the switch down to the ground. It goes. They're made to bounce. That's what they need to make a frame out of rubber. They say that Team Black Sheep Oblivion frame, that's plastic, but they say that thing is indestructible, which I don't know. Which, if you guys don't know, check out Josh Withrow's channel, dude. He did the hoop challenge, took his drone, stands at a basketball hoop, and rips it through the hoop. Watch how many times he bangs that rim, boom, every time, and never broke nothing. That thing, that is a really good frame on that thing. You can hear it too. It just slapped it. And if anybody's up for that challenge, you can go ahead and try it. I tried with a toy grade one. I was like, wow. Be back in a few. All right, Thomas. See you when you get back, bro. I just get it close. Drop it to the ground. Let it hit the ground. Cool, Lewis. Yeah, that's what I said. It's really not that hard. Pretty much you're going to solder in, you know what I mean, a video wire and power it on, positive, negative to it. All right, so they pop this frame off. It's nice and cool. Not bad. Pretty nice. So that's the Leader 120 I just printed. And it's the size of the Leader 122. Like I said, I got the original Leader 120 here of Dronographies, and as it was printing, I held it up to here so it was the same width. It is 120 millimeters. I know it looks kind of big though. And he happens to have motors and all, extra motors and stuff. So he took me out with a set of motors for it. So got the frame, got the motors. Just need the tower. Well, I call it the tower, the ESCs, the PDB, and all in one. Get ready to rip her. And if you crash it and break it, I just go to the machine over here and print another one. And it's got the I got everything for it too, like the top part. It kind of goes over and holds the camera. You gotta find that, print that. But I think printing is fun. If you're into the drones, I don't know, it's just cool to be able to, like I said, print that, and it will fly. Like the PLA is pretty tough. You'd be surprised. And that's, I think this is it's just probably either 20% or 50%. So it's just like a test to see how it works. I mean, detailed down. It's really got good detail and everything. That's one thing you do run into with the 3D print. Sometimes you get ones that just, I don't know, the print just doesn't look right. If you look at like the motor screws and all this is pretty precise. Like they're nice and clean on how it holds the motors and all. And the motor mounts that go over to the frame. Yeah, and I go to it's called Thingiverse.com. Think of universe and Thingiverse. And then so then I just go from there. I'll download it in the computer from a STL file to a G code, and then it'll go into my Cura slicing program. It's on my computer, and then that's when I'll do what I need to do to it, if I need to do anything to it. And then I copy it to an SD card, then take the SD card out, put it in the printer, and go from there. And you just tell it what you want to print. You kind of shows you like a menu. Like this says Leader 120 run cam. So I knew what it was. Kind of remember it when I put it on into the slicing program and go in there, and it gets itself ramped up. Like right now I'm printing the battery part for this, and it says we're at 195 temperature at 59 of 65 bed temperature. So once it gets to that point, it'll drag the bed over, center everything, and go ahead and start printing. Justin got to see it in action. Chris already knows that. Yeah, I'm gonna get on that Lewis this week, figuring out exactly what we need, what motors, what ESCs, and everything. Or is that one the ESC? I think you still have to have ESCs to come off that board. I'm not too sure, but I'll have to do some work on it so we can turn that 502 into brushless. I think it's gonna be nice if we get it done, and once it's done. Like I said, we saw that one video, so we know it can be done. And I hate that when people do things and then you ask them to share and they won't share. That's Wendell Flynn. What's up, brother? Nice seeing you here, man. I know the time is off compared to your time. Awesome, awesome, awesome. You have picked up the skills, my friend. I was over to your channel the other night. Last night, I think. I was able to stop by and watch a video. I'm pulled like a million directions, but on vacation, are you? Okay, cool. So I know you got a race drone with you. Well, freestyle, should I say. But guys, if you don't know, go check Wendell page out, channel. Really good guy. Flies the drones like we do, does the freestyle. Check him out. You guys will be amazed. Let's just say that. At least 4, exactly. And I remember when you just had the let me think. A lot of people go by. Trax's Aton. I remember his Aton was his drone, man. he put that thing up. Actually, if I ever wanted to know anything about the Aton or about that, like I would go to Wendell's page because that's how much I watched him fly it. But now he runs. What was the low one you run? I saw that one you ran last night. That's a different one you got now. I'm seeing them skills and confidence come up though. I remember when you used to go way up high on the Loki. There's where I got it starting to come back. I remember you going up real high and doing the maneuvers and stuff. Now you're doing them like lower to the ground and stuff. It's definitely an awesome hobby. All right, that's the battery tray, it says. That's pretty weird. Oh, no, yeah, it does because I see the way it goes on. Cool. It's fun just printing this stuff. Like I said, just look at stuff and start printing away. And you can look for hours and hours and hours. You could take your whole day away just going there and printing things, looking up things. You'll spend hours just looking it up. FPV Dreams, Diatone GT200, red or platinum, 200, brand new. Hurry before they're gone. Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. FPV Dreams, exactly. Hey guys, FPV Dreams. Justin was telling me about this guy. He builds drones and sells them at a really reasonable price. All done through PayPal. Legit, not the friend family type thing. He tries to help everybody out, like kind of like we do. He just like helps people out because it was like some drones where he's put it up there now. A Diatone GT200, red or platinum, $200, brand new. Hurry before they're gone. So check him out if you're interested in having one built. I have not done no business with him yet, but from what I've heard so far, he's a stand-up guy. I will get to meet him and help him along here. I don't see that being a problem. Like I said, just stand up, be stand-up guy. You know what I mean? That's all it is. And I can definitely help you out, brother. It's the line that we're getting into. See, yeah, right. And Wendell knows all about it, though. But yeah, so if you guys are interested, like I said, FPV Dreams, check him out. If you want something built or he already has it, I've already heard rumor that he has a room full of nothing but drones. The floor's full of nothing but drones built. So sounds really cool. Okay, Jimmy says the drone you're talking about comes pre-built FPV Dreams. I mean, he didn't say he built it. I said that. Like I said, I could be wrong here on if he bought it or not. I mean, built it or whatnot. I had the money. Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, it sounds to me like it's a really good deal. I have where are they at? There they are. I have the LEDs for Diatone. These things, let me tell you what, they will light the night up. They're two-sided. They're like red one side, I think like clear on the other side. But they light the frame up, you know what I'm saying? So he says the drone he mentioned, the Diatone, sells for $350 and he's selling it for $200. And like I said, I done talked to Justin. It's all done through the PayPal. So, but you guys do that. You know what I mean? I'm not saying he's a bad guy, but I have done no dealings, and I'm just honest. Look, nothing against your FPV Dreams. I hope you totally understand what I'm saying, and I hope to do business with you. Honestly, like I want to check out what you got, and $200 for me for that. It's an awesome deal, but it's not me. You get what I'm saying? But someone that needs it, like we have goggles and all your FPV needs. So pretty much everything you need FPV, he's gonna have. Yeah, I was gonna say, Jimmy, don't you have them FPV, the DJI goggles? I think it was Jimmy that was telling me he had them. I'm surprised you ain't pulled that trigger on them yet, Brian. You've been watching them for a while. Yeah, I have them. They are worth it for sure. That's what I thought so. I thought that one night we were on here talking about goggles, he was talking about that. Y'all know my goggles, Fat Shark Transformers. Ain't no problem, FPV Dreams. Go ahead and I can't like love up to you right here because it'll kick me out if you get what I'm saying. But if you I'll say it, just sub my channel. I don't care about YouTube. If you sub my channel, I'll get back with you and then we can talk and whatnot. I do a show, me and Captain Cook that was in here every Friday night at 7 p.m. So yeah, we have a big family and whatnot, so we could definitely work something out. Cool. Sounds cool. We'll check out what you got going on, brother. Is she BR06? Laugh out loud. Brian said, that's all I need to hear. You clicked it just as soon as he said that, didn't you, Brian? Brian said he wants to turn his head and look at his mouth. That's sick, though. You know what I mean? Like, look down, the camera looks down and stuff. That is smooth. Take a lot to top that. It's pretty cool. Now, what if you like trip though and fall down, look up or something? Like, is it? What was that? That was on. We were all joking around about that on that vest that Crystal said. There's some vest like an FPV vest, and you kind of put it on. You kind of move your hands and fly. Like, so what happens if you accidentally fall down? Is the drone just going to go nuts, or just wait for you to get back up? Oh, by the way. By the way, Emily said, thanks. So you want to see the rest of my body? Call me Chris Head. It's just the way my camera sets. But here's my stuff. I have like I said, the race drone stuff. I do the drone Dropbox stuff. I have the GPS birds. I have some more at the living room. My biggest bird I have is the Inspire 1. Really nice. I'm buying those bitches tomorrow, Brian said. I hear you, Brian. Yeah, the EV 800s are nice with the DVR on them because Captain Cook has the ones without the DVR, and he said they're nice. He said they're nice and clear, just don't have that DVR. It's what gets him. Which me, I run the Kulima SQ12 on my bird, just because it's like $14, and you know what I mean, lose this versus losing the GoPro or smashing the GoPro. I'd rather lose that guy. And it does really good on them. So my footage you guys see that I've been putting out, not the one like with the Manus, was all over the place. And it's just the antennas. It's having the proper antenna. And I sit next to the house. And trees. Trees have water in them, as everyone knows, and that kills your reception. Yeah, no sooner did I Yeah, Jimmy, they're like, yeah, I was gonna say, Brian said, like, yeah, roughly around 279 refurbished. I'm back on the treadmill. Uh-oh. Be careful on that treadmill, Val. Sweet Paduga. FPV is fun. Like, a lot of people's like, yeah, I'm just not going to try it. And it's just, you have to try it. It is just awesome. And if you're going to do acro, you have to put on the goggles. You know, I'm not saying like a bully type situation, but I'm telling you, put on them goggles. You will see a world difference. Because on acro, when you flip that bird line of sight, that bird goes so fast. There's people that can do it. I've done it a couple of times. Line of sight, leveled it back out. I mean, barely catching it. But when you're on the goggles and you roll that thing, you can just catch that horizon. You know what I mean? Get that horizon right back and they're right where you're at. That's what makes the goggles so much better on acro. Nice, the ion antenna. Gotcha. I got the I get like I said, that drone drop box, and I gotta put this on. I ain't put this on yet, but tried it out. Now on your birds, this is really nice. The Team Black Sheep stubby. And you gotta watch, they have knockoffs on eBay, but this guy's legit. Look at the little screw here. It's got their logo and then their numbers on it. There's their logo. And there should be their lettering. There's all past it. Camera's not picking it up. But then I got this guy, the TBS patch antenna. But I haven't used it yet. It's still in the pack, brand new. And it's I think it was a 5 dB. They say they're really nice. But I can assure you that antenna's tough, because this guy I took out today, and like I said, straight to the ground, backwards, thump, and it was stuck in the ground like this. And that antenna, I mean, is golden. It didn't even damage it. There was just like a perfect square hole in the ground where it went. Probably on asphalt or something, it might not have went as well, but they're pretty tough antennas. Welcome back, Nameless. My camera arrives tomorrow. Cool. And this, so everyone knows I'm stepping my video phone. Awesome, bro. Stepping up that camera. I feel you. HD arrives tomorrow. Play I had today was nice. Oh, you couldn't see Brian? Yeah, those Pagoda antennas are nice too. Pagoda, I think they pretty much narrowed them down to Pagoda and Black Sheep are probably the two best on the market. And that's just from like what I watched. I watched the videos, the clarity and all of them. But there's ones out there, like I said, that do. I'm thinking it was that ion. Now that you say that, Wendell. A guy did a comparison where he takes the antennas and puts them on a drone different. His number one thing was to beat in your brain was make sure your antennas are pointing up. And on goggles, when you put your goggles on, if you're a head tilter, when you got your goggles up this way, have your antennas tilted back. So when you tilt your head down, your antennas are still going to be pointing straight up. And that was the video I watched. And then he had some kind of antenna that he makes his own antennas. He was way back off in the woods on the one side. His two monitors were dead in the water. You couldn't see nothing. He's still there flying with goggles on. I was like, now that's a nice antenna. He said it penetrates through the woods and all that. Pretty cool. Oh man, run cam 2 and killed it one flight. That sucks. I feel you on that. Yeah, Pagoda's a brand, Jimmy, on antennas. Oh, it could just be the type of antenna then, but I thought they were like branded Pagoda. You would know more than I know because, like I said, I'm just getting into all this. So I know it's them and the TBS, the Team Black Sheeps. They say that they're supposed to be the better ones. And like I said, that frame that I got, they say it's plastic, but they say it's like indestructible. So I'm gonna try to build it one day. Just because I thought it was cool. How it was set up. Props on here, antennas. You guys know this one, the Unify VTX. Got some screws, battery strap. There it is. This frame's pretty cool. I could probably print this frame, to be honest with you. Yes. I could 3D print this frame all day long. My printer will hold it. And it's got the hood and all up in the top there. Team Black Sheep Oblivion. And I got some stuff already in the frame, in the box already. I got a run cam, or this is actually the Pyro drone version, DTX, screw kit, battery strap, antenna for the Unify, and some propellers. So kind of throw everything in a box, and then when you get it, you start putting it together. And we don't have a bunch of stuff, half parts laying everywhere. Lewis said I bought the camera before the drone. There you go. Serious about your picture. Cool. Is that a good setup, Nameless? Does it work good? So Jimmy's right. The Pagoda it's not okay. It's not a kind of antenna, or it's not a brand. It's the kind. Gotcha. Like I said, I'm new to all this stuff on with the antennas, and I just ran with basically if you buy your goggles, what they give you with them, man. And I'll tell you what, I've flown a long time with that and that scratchy vision and all that. But I know E-Drone used the Pagodas and they worked very well. And the only thing about the Pagoda, when he wrecked, it literally just destroyed it off the back of his drone. And then he had like scratchy footage again. But I know they work very well. My new drone, Baduga? Which one? I'm not sure. Yes, it's totally circular reception. Yeah, exactly. The circular reception. Yeah, immersion's nice too, Jimmy. You said the new one, Baduga. Which one? I know you're asking me the new one, but I don't know which one you mean by new. You talking about the the DRL? Okay, because I was thinking that or that MetaQ that Butch gave me. Yeah, this is the DRL one. Brian, True Drone Reviews picked it up, and I was like, oh man, check it out. So Brian, you already see on the bottom, I already did a battery mine. It gets LBV. Crystal, welcome. Crystal's in the house. But yeah, so this is good for you to learn acro on, I think. I know when I was learning acro it would be, but you know, just to get the levelness to fly around, because when you pick it up, you're the gyro, so the bird's just like a drum. So whichever way you pitch it, it'll stay, if you get what I'm saying. So it'll teach you all of that, but the altitude hold part is the killer of this. This didn't have altitude hold, it would be really good. Interactive DNA, what's up? Man, Nay, what's up, brother? I knew you changed your name, and I was trying to think of your other name there, bro. Thanks for stopping by, though. Appreciate it. Chris, have you set up turtle mode yet? No, Jimmy, I haven't did turtle mode. I don't think the Wizard with the F3 has turtle mode. I'll have to go in and check, but I didn't see. I have been busy. Yeah, I saw Rotor Freak. I saw that, dude. That's nice. I like that intro and all. Really nice. No altitude hold, fly away mode. Yeah, altitude hold. I don't like altitude hold. I am dead against altitude hold, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because when I like, if I dive the drone, I like the drone to dive. I don't like her to be something in between. You know what I mean? Awesome. That sounds cool, man. You're definitely the man when it comes to that, because I know Riley's, man. You killed it on that intro. That intro is nice. If you guys don't, it's beautiful work. Don't buy the Wizard. No. Yeah, bro, I didn't buy the Wizard. I'm actually had a friend give it to me, and I love it. Like, I'm telling you. I had the first frame, and I literally broke it, the one with the wide arms. It's actually right there, right here. And just learning acro on it, you know what I mean? I broke it right through here, hitting the ground pretty hard. But I'm going to tell you what. A lot of people bash this thing, but I can't. I have to honestly say this is one tough quad because I've bounced it off the ground so many times, and it is still really, 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 really nice. But I get what you're saying. The Dark Max, yes, that is a really fast drone. Chris Riley's a cool dude. Yep, you know that. That's right. Yeah, that's who I'm talking about, Nate. JJ Rotor Geek. Man, that is sick, dude. Freaking drone comes off the dude's back and circles all around. Oh, that's crazy. That is crazy. He's a first mini quad. She's not mini. I call this mini. I get what you're saying. Did another one. I'll check it out, bro. That's pretty cool. And like I said, guys, I keep repeating this because this is awesome. That this is the Pyro Drone Freestyle Champion of last year. This thing is set up. Luminaire motors. It's a 210. It is set up though. It is crazy. I can't wait to get the FlySky receiver onto it and get it bound up and take it over in the field and rip it. Like I said, this is dronography, so I will run it real easy. I won't got just wear and tear on it like it's mine. If it was mine, I'd just go out there and rape it. But I kind of don't do that with other people's stuff because you don't want to smash and crash everybody's stuff up. So. There's so many quads out there. It's crazy. Yeah, it is, Jimmy. There are a lot of quads out there. A lot of quads. And with the race drone thing, I'm like on the path of, do you build your own? Because like I said, I built this one over here on the wall, so I kind of know what it's involved with and all that. So do you build your own and then you have your tuning, or do you kind of do what FPV Dreams here and just kind of like purchase it already built, you know, the ones that he sells? Because the bind and flies, if you're familiar with Betaflight, you can set your switches up pretty easy. If not, you got everybody around us that will help, but it's kind of easier if you can do it yourself because you get the drone in the mail and you kind of bam, when set up, fly it, not send it somewhere else and get someone else to do it. Other than setting the switches up, and I think honestly it would be cool, like the people that sold them to like the people that can't do that. We will sell. Exactly. You just took that out the tip of my tongue, dude. I was getting ready to say that would be cool that the people that sell them, you know what I mean, like FPV and stuff like that. If you could tune it for someone, or not tune it, but set switches, like say if they have the i6 radio, FlySky, and you could just set their switches for them, I think that would help a lot of people out, that they could buy them, get them in the mail, put a battery in them, and go with it. Well, charge the battery, whatnot. Awesome. That's awesome, Nay. Is that done with an antenna, or is that putting a DVR on the drone? No. That's nice, FPV Dreams. Definitely. So I definitely, like I said, going to get with you and try to help you out there. We'll help each other out, in other words. Yeah, I mean, it's fun, like I said, to build them, Wendell, but not saying it's hard work. It is hard work. But if you're in the hobby and you love the hobby, then the work you don't mind. Like me, I love sitting there hours and hours just soldering that thing. I could solder the brains out of something, but no more noise and lines. That'll be sweet, Nay. Please share. I created a new board with Oh, sweet, bro. Takes away all your noise and lines. Yeah, that's why I had to run this on my Wizard, because I was getting a lot of noise and lines. Exactly what you're saying. So I got the little SQ12, real lightweight. Nice. I was just talking about a video I watched. A guy did that. He showed you how to put your antennas on your drone, and then have your antennas pitched on your head if you're a head tilter. That way your antennas aren't pointed. You know what I mean? They're always pointed up. And he said that's the best kind. And then he had a patch that he was flying through the woods and was picking up perfectly clear signal on. Yeah, that nameless. That's a nice little camera. Yeah, you do have like, I get what you're saying, clear. I only have a couple that have like, they still have a little bit of breakup. I get what you're saying as far as the clear. I'm with you on that. So what's this board? How would we get it? Could we get one to try out? That would be awesome. Like if you just hook it to your VTX and it filters it. I'm thinking that's how you're saying it works. Thank you, Roger. Canadian Drone Network. Like I said, guys, we do the Drone Network every Friday night, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with my brother, Captain Cook, that was in here earlier. Check us out. Roger does it Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Crystal Crazy Corner, Wacky Wednesdays. Check them out, 8 p.m. Then we have Thursday night, the pre-show show of the Drone Network. That's usually roughly around 6 or 7 o'clock that starts. And come hang out, have fun, learn things. I'm still interested in what Nay has here. He's saying super clear with a board. You got me intrigued now. Because the super clear FPV is definitely a ticket. You definitely need that crisp. You know what I mean? Okay, I'll be checking that out, man. No noise, no lines. Okay. I know a little bit how you are, so I know when you say no noise, no lines, I understand exactly what you're saying. It's not going to have no noise, no lines. Completely clean. And that's, like I said, that's the ticket. I think, you need clean and clear FPV. It definitely is something that the same quality of the video. Wow. He's saying the same quality of what you guys are seeing now. Would that be amazing or not? All my footage that's been anything that you don't see my OSD on my race drone is all done with the SQ12. This is okay, but you don't get no lines and noise like Nay's saying, but you get the ground change, if you get what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Like the shades from the sun and whatnot, how it changes the ground. And I don't think there's no setup for this in there. It might be, I don't know. My Foxeer did that. The Foxeer Monster V2. It did that, and I had to go in and do the settings on it. But now it's perfect. Like I go across the ground and everything stays the same. It doesn't like change. And this is more like a night camera also. So he's saying as clear as YouTube. Wow, dude, that would be some sick FPV. No lags. Use any VTX. Holy crap. Sounds like you're onto something. Because then if you take something like what you're building and run it with like the Unified TBS VTX that they, that's supposed to be crisp and clean already, you're talking IMAX movie. This is not new for me. New for us, bro. Please share. Let us know. Stay in touch with us on that. That'll be something like I said. And if it's something that you're onto, I know a lot of people that would be into it. I know you're brilliant, brother. Like I said, Scott, welcome. Yeah, the 600 milliwatts. Just keep her where she stays cool, right? That's the only thing I saw with like VTX is going up in the milliwatts is the heat difference. That's a bold statement there, DNA. Not really, he says. Oh yeah, they do go 7:30 p.m., don't they, Mo? I'm sorry about that, Roger. 7:30, guys, at Saturday. I forgot that Eric RC Crazy goes on from like 6 to 7:30. Yes. Yeah, Jimmy. And I don't know a lot about Nay. Like I said, I'm brothers with Chris Riley. Nay helped Chris out there a lot, and yes, he is very good at what he does. Chris Riley's intro, awesome. I know a little bit about him. He did the JJ Rotor Geek thing, dude, on point. He's very good with working with like stuff like that. That's why when he jumped in here saying no lines and no, yeah, that's why I'm listening to what he's saying because I already know. I'm back. I needed to put one more temporary AC in and turn it on. Uh-oh, bro, your central air went down on you. Got to put the window whackers in. That's what we run. Yeah, you and me too, bro. The way he does intros, man. That intro is sick, dude. I'm telling you. True HD. Chris Riley. Check out Riley. You guys know a lot of y'all know Chris in here. You guys know that intro? That's it. See my dash cam test. No, I didn't see that, bro. I'll check it out though. Yeah, I get it, Jimmy. I totally understand. Yep, I totally understand what you're saying. Definitely let us know about that board you're creating because I'll be definitely into trying one of them. No lines, no nothing. I'm down with that. No noise. True, clear FPV. Both sure. I hear you, Thomas. Wednesday night, 8 p.m. Mo is killing it with the advertisements. Go for it. Thank you, Mo. Yes. You can go to flixpress.com, nameless droner, and you can set up account there, and that'll get you going on your intros and stuff like that. They give you like 2 minutes of free time and all that, so it works out. Uh-oh. Thomas said things get warm. Flick. Yeah, Flix. Area. Wait a minute. Let me. It'd be easier to do this. Now you can go to Fiverr.com and they charge you. You get in touch with someone, tell them what you want to do. We start a print here, and tell them what you want to do, and they'll set it up for you. But FlixPress is they have okay. I mean, for just starting out your channel, I use it, but my Inspire One came from Fiverr.com. I think that's the run cam one of me. So there's the battery for the Leader 120, the little battery tray. Oh, look at that, fast hands. To go with the frame, and we'll print the top piece now. Goes over here. You're welcome, brother. Hope it helps you out. Like I said, just go through there and then you put your own stuff in it. I've created a couple intros on here for people for their channels. Just help them out, you know. Something you put in the beginning in front of your videos. Okay, they're back already. Cool. Exactly. It's simple. It is, brother. It's very user friendly and everything else. Hey, go to that in no time. Interaction. You think this week? What? Double check. What's she say? Every Thursday. Yeah, Mo is our advertisement person, sister. She does it for us. So just having fun. If you guys don't know, when I say Mo, which reel? You mean on this, Jimmy? Like what am I using when you say which reel? Oh, check my reel line. Never mind. I missed that. I'm sorry. Yeah, Jimmy. Jimmy is Jimmy's gonna you have to prove it to Jimmy there, Nay. Jimmy's just like, nope, can't wrap my mind around it. Everyone is a Mo. The Mo you know. I watch out on Sundays when I get up. The Mo you know. That's where I've caught like that 3DR solo video. I've just took the phone out, copied the video, and some stuff like that off of there. How much is these boards? Second time. How much are these boards? Search. Nay. Wendell Flynn is asking, how much are these boards? Do you think? Are you that far into it yet? That you'll know like how much they're going to be advertised for? What you were asking for them? I get you, Jimmy. Like I said, I totally understand, bro. Wendell's like, yeah, I want that too. You know what I'm saying, Wendell? Like I said, that's the key to FPV, the super clearance. You know? Oh, so okay, he's going to do an instructional video. Awesome, 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 awesome. Even better. Very nice. Yeah, he doesn't do a lot on the YouTube thing, Jimmy. I can vouch for what he's saying as far as his work. Like I said, I do know that. I'm trying to watch this to figure out what the heck it's starting to print. Kind of looks like the. Ooh, but it doesn't. Oh, in the house. What's up, brother? Damn, a whole new crew here. Oh. He said a whole new crew. Nah, it's all the same. Couple new, couple guys that's been here just ain't had time to come in and able to come in tonight. Hey, Crystal's in the house, guys.
Hey, guys.
The drone pilot, my brother Scott. Hey, Oliver, I meant to ask you, are the SQ12 or the SQ11 cameras, are they a little bit smaller than the 12s? Because I made these here, this mount for the SQ11s, and the 12 won't go in it. So that's why I'm asking, is it like a little bit smaller than the 12? Jimmy says, which video can I watch to understand you a bit more? Let me do a search real quick. Okay, bro. See, because if not, I've done print 2 of these, but if not, I'll have to go back and resize. But oh, check this out, the Leader 120 frame, bro. And I mocked it up to yours, like held it there. See, this is perfect, right on size. There's the battery plate for it, and now I'm printing. Yes, the top half. It is now starting to show me what it means. So okay, that's 2 pieces. Gotcha. Yeah, I just know you as Nay in the interactive DNA. That's why when you first popped in, I'm like, oh man, what? And it rang a bell. About the what? I didn't hear what you're saying. Where at? FPV. Going back on chat, guys. Give me a minute. Where was that at? Do you remember? Oh, it's going to be way up there then. Oh, there you go. I saw all that part. Saw that. Cool FPV dreams. I'll get with you, brother. I'll get a contact from Justin. Sorry, I missed that in chat. My wife said, like, did you see that?
She and the moderator still picks it up.
Yeah, she reminded me if she don't hear me touch on something. Just run a 600 milliwatt for more view. All right, let's get back down to chat. It's moving in here to chat, so sorry for that. Brazilian. Okay, little difference in the width. That makes sense. That's exactly what it is then, bro. Because that's what mine is. Little difference in the width. So we're on point then. So I'll go ahead and print you about, I don't know, 3, 4 more. We have a bunch of them. See, I printed this one for the SQ12, but it's set there with a 30 degree. But to get it in, it's not soft. It's hard. It's not the soft PLA. So it's kind of tough to get it in. So that won't work for mine. I can kind of take the back off the battery back here. You snap this little piece off, and the battery's in there. And then I can put it in and do that. But not sure I'm going to do all that. I was trying to think. I'm going to probably go in and scale one of these up is what I'll do. I'll go in and just up it just a little bit and get the 12 to fit in there. You the chip, bro. Hey, on them motors, which ones do you want me to? I want to make sure you want me to grab the right ones. I don't want to grab your, like, if you have the better ones or best ones in there that you really want. I don't know. I'm not even sure which ones are in there. I just know there's 2 sets in there. I see the red and black. I'm like, oh man, that'd be cool. It don't matter. Okay. I'll grab the better ones then. No. No, I saw the red ones in there. I thought that would be cool, the red, and I'll do red standoff, so black and red. Be pretty cool frame. Like I said, break it, print another one. Let me get with
It's a what?
was Captain when Kirby was doing the comments in his life? It's something that what? Sorry, I have my phone on vibrate. What ad? He said just tricked me into watching ads. Ashley, commercial. And thank you so much, Roger. I appreciate you. Like a chunk with some nuts already. But yeah, I think it's cool getting to learn all this stuff, and that's why I haven't, like I said, I still have dronography drones here because I want to take my time on them. I don't want to go fast and not mess. I'd rather mess my stuff up than mess his up. Now I've done been in mine messing with stuff and all that. So the little Manus, I turned that back to 80, and then the Wizard turned her back. So, and like I said, busted antenna today, and then I had a bind issue, so I'm thinking I have to replace the antenna. And actually, it looks like I broke this one too. Now that I see that. I got another one right on that guy over there, and then I have a smaller one that I have to put on that one. Kim, welcome, brother.
Val's leaving the gym. She's heading home. She'll catch us
Val,
home.
be safe. She was on a treadmill earlier. I meant to go to the website and not YouTube. Jimmy's crazy. He said, got me watching ads.
Oh, Kim said he's been here, Chris. Shame on you.
Okay, I know. I probably said hi to him earlier. Just ain't saw him say nothing in a while. I see. If you don't say nothing in a while, I'll say hey. No, my name is Frank. She says. Yeah, Roger. Wendell does make very nice videos. So I remember Wendell when he was he was the Aton, Traxxas Aton, and then what was it, the Euro, and now pretty much the drones, huh? The race drones, the freestyle. Are you going more for the freestyle, Wendell, or like the race setup? What editor do you use? I use Power Director 15. Nay, if you're asking me, Drone Pole here. What's up, Drone Pole? Dan in the house. Freestyle. There you go. Yeah, see, that's what I'm going for, and I get caught up in the speed. I don't want the speed. I gave Chris Riley 16. Sweet. Yeah, you hooked Chris up, bro. That's for sure. Oh, not much. Wendell waiting for a calm day to fly. Yeah, the calm day is not going to be here for us for a while. I think we got like at least a week. They're talking showers on and off, so maybe in between. Freestyle for life. That's right, though. Yeah, I kind of like the freestyle, flipping it, rolling it, like running through the gates and all. Don't get me wrong, that's fun, but I just think like if you know freestyle and then go into like the racing, then you kind of already have a hand up in the game. Because if you can maneuver that drone through the air like that, that's sick. Yeah, Scott, you thought I was going to. Hey, I did think about it, Scott. I did. If you saw the fireworks were exploding all over the Inspired One.
Guys, we have to film them several times this summer, so
I do
keep
that.
Watching. I'm sure at one point you'll be through them.
I do that for myself. Don't get me wrong, but Fantastic Fireworks, they take my footage and they put it on their website, which they're the ones that host and all that. And it's awesome that they do that. But it's like yeah, it's fun. And I was going to fly through it, but I thought if something hit that drone, there was like the stadium off over here. I try to stay off over top of the people, off the side of them. You get what I'm saying? Just in case something happens, I hit the ground, not nobody. And I thought, man, if something hits that drone and drops down that stadium, that would be the end of my flying. So I was like, no, I'm not going to try it. I will fly through them though. I will find a path. You get what I'm saying? But yeah, that was cool. I really, really, really enjoyed that. That was my best fireworks display. Freestyle is only good if your quad is smooth on all modes. Yes, you're right. And that's called PIDs and rates and everything. And once you get that smoothed out, then you're flying with butter. Then you have it nailed down. But it takes a while to get there. I'm not the kind of guy that copies people's PIDs and all that. I kind of go on my own and feel what I need and stuff like that.
It's only a 20% chance of rain tomorrow.
Is it just 20 tomorrow? They said rain most of the week while I was watching earlier. I don't know how I'm looking at that. Yeah, it's going, like they said, the storm's going to come up the East Coast and turn around and come right back down. And I'm like, okay.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, we're supposed to get rain. And I'm talking thunderstorms, nasty rain.
Drone pool live as naps. I'm sitting here with Walmart parking lot. This is drone pool and shopping. Uh-oh. He said he ain't got no interesting drones. No need to go in there, right, Dan? Jimmy. He said, now my head hurts. Well, the only thing is to wait for it and see what happens, right? And he's going to show an instructional video for everyone to do it. So that will be cool. Can't wait. The key for the perfect freestyle quad is weight, propeller, and balance spring. Indeed. Or just balls to the wall and throttle out everything. I fly like by the seat of my pants. Like when I go for it, I go for it. But yes, the smoothness of the quad is definitely what I get what you're saying, because that's why I turned mine down. My rates were 100%. Oh, that thing, you go yaw it and it just, I mean, that thing would move. And I taught myself to be smooth on the sticks. Droneologist! What's up, brother? All the time, laugh out loud. Yeah, right? All out, all the time. Send it. No, I didn't. I trust her.
Yeah, Mo wondered if he gave her a spending limit.
Give her what?
A spending limit.
Spending limit.
At Walmart.
A spending limit at Walmart.
Nah.
Walmart needs to start selling race drones, or at least race drone parts, right? Too windy to fly. Oh, that sucks. Drone pool was in the house, Wendell says. Yes, drone pool was in the house. Well, in the car, but in the chat. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Thomas said we're sending him this crappy weather.
I know it's killing Roger not to be live when I'm live too. I know it is. Hey, I get up right, and as soon as I turn on, like that notification is. I don't know. I usually lay back down to about 10 or 11. Sometimes, depending on how late I'm up. Usually, I'm up like 3 in the morning, just sitting there tinkering and tired as heck. But I know it's not on point with the notifications. You probably were on like, I don't know what time you come on, but around 9. Yeah, that's what I thought. So when I get up, it's like 2 hours late. And I'm like, Roger. I was thinking, did he ever go to bed last night, or wait a minute, did he stay on? Wait a minute, he might have just stayed on probably. Roger, loving it. That's right. FP Craze is like 15 minutes. FP Craze is like 15 minutes away. That's cool. A racing drone with GPS, huh? Always wondered about how that would work, because like I wondered, because you see I have the camera birds, and I have some really nice ones. The Phantoms are back there. Like I said, I got the Inspired, the Solo, and you can only move so fast with the GPS. So how does that work on like a race drone? Is it a different GPS system, or man, Wacara don't buy that race drone from Wacara. That shit's trash. Trust me, Jimmy. Terrible, terrible trash. Wacara Runner 250, trash. A toggle switch, Thomas says. You can use any GPS. So you just toggle on. So when you want to go crazy, you turn the switch off, is what you're saying, then throw it back in. Is how you program the board. Okay. I'm just curious because I'm like, I know the Inspire 1, you think it's got motors that big, propellers that long. You think that thing will go out there and run 80 mile an hour with no problem? It won't. 46, I think, in GPS. Toggle and then put the throttle at 50%. Skipper Drones, bro. What's up, man? In a 3-inch. Okay. Yeah, I was just curious, like how that worked as far as
Yay,
that.
Mo got to fly today.
Yeah, Mo said she got to fly today. Micro drone GPS. Okay. I only get this notification here and then. Hey, Drone Pool, what I was trying to say earlier in your live stream with that parallel board, watch it, like, make sure your moles are the same on your battery, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't charge a 1300 with a 1500, you get what I'm saying? Me and Justin did a video on that, and he schooled me on that, and I didn't know that. And, I would have known nothing about it. I would just put them on there, because I do it. I just dropped that thing again. I do it with my hobby grade charger. For the little batteries, I'll plug in like my little Whoop batteries. I have 5 of them that's like 300 milliamp hours, and then I was plugging in like one that's like 150, and he's like, you shouldn't do that because you're going to overcharge that battery and it might explode. And I'm like, whoa. Okay, I didn't know if you knew that, bro. Just trying to like let you know. Let you know what I know. Oh, I know, Jimmy. I don't want to turn the speed up. I want to turn it down for right now. Because I feel like if you turn everything down, get to know the drone, which I know the drone, if you get what I'm saying. But when you're trying to go up to stuff, and if you watch the guys that are really good with it, their drones are real slow. It's like they're pushing their drone, and it's like, you know what I mean? Or mine's going in hot, so fast and heavy. That's what I'm trying to turn back. And that's just the PIDs and rates and stuff. And that's just, I'm just learning. Like I said, it just got everything. About 4 days I've been on a laptop running Beta Flight and Butter and all that. So
I need a plane.
you need a plane.
I need a plane. Mo's saving me dinner. Roger's invited me for coffee, and Dana and Neil are saving me a slice of cake. I got a lot of flying to do, so I can eat.
Send you a picture of my Whoop charger. Yeah, I use the what is it? The Hobby. I use this for the little one for the Whoop batteries. This little thing works.
Fingers crossed, Mo.
Really well. But then I have the for the regular ones. And that's what I use on all others. And this is the real one, not the clone that everyone out there is messing up or whatever. I heard a little bit about that, not much. So Skip, that food look good, bro. We'll try to send that gimbal off tomorrow. All right, Skipper. Right here, bro. Oh, you didn't get to see? I don't know if I should show you then. You probably didn't want you to see it. Should I show her, Skip? Am I allowed to show her?
I told you I need a plane.
Yeah. Bro, Skip,
Skip, I'm on the way to your house too.
Yeah.
No, Infinite was saying your Inspire won't do 80, but if you use the CLD client and turn it up.
Oh.
Or NLD, it will. Yeah, programmer.
Gotcha, Jimmy. Dano pulled his throttle 25%. Yeah. Because Dano went to the moon, Dan. That 4S, when he struck that thing first time. 4S is not no joke on these race drones. It's not. Like Justin, when he was down and nailed his right from the gate, it sounded like a freaking you stomped on a cat. And they was like, ah! I'm like, what the heck was that? Like, holy crap. I'm still on the porch with the 3S. DJI limits the speed and angle and software. I got you. They use a 6S now, 4S now. Yeah, I know, and 6S now. I mean, come on. You're leaving a hole in the ground when you nail it. Oh, yeah, droneologists. They'll hold GPS signal. They will definitely do that. A Leader 120. And then I had 2 sets of motors in the box, so we're going to work on something on a set of motors. So I got motors. So I need the tower. Bam. Leader 120. Just emailed you a pic. Cool. Thank you, bro. Check it out. I need mad drones. Oh, I can get. Hey, Skip, I rolled this little thing back to 80% on the TX to see if I can bring it back a little bit. I'm going to try and make it to where I have to push it. You know what I mean? Let off the sticks and it just kind of not hang there, but kind of just move instead of like shoo. Yes, exactly. Oh, 3S, I'm loving it too. Indeed. And I mean, it's the right propellers is, I mean, I think before you go searching batteries, go search propellers and find the right props, because the props are speed, floatiness, and stuff like that. You'll find a lot of that with them. Dang, Thomas, that is a Charger, bro. Nice one, too. Get that back up here. Show a picture. Check that out, guys. That Charger. That's what Thomas is talking about.
Night, Oliver.
Night-o. Thank you, bro. I really appreciate you. Good point, Wendell. Right? Exactly, Wendell. Well said. Oh, crap. So you guys remember FPV, if he's still in here, FPV Dreams. All right, let me show you guys a little bit about him.
I got the same picture.
Really, really nice drones. Hey Skipper, this is you wasn't in here when this guy was in here. FPV Dreams. That's all his stuff right there, dude. He builds them and he has tons of stuff. I got everything for the build for that time. Got the motor, nice. Chris, what's up, brother? Thank you for jumping in here. Dude, Nate was, I don't know if Nate's still in here. Nate was just in here. Okay, we're going to have to talk. Yeah, dude, you see all that stuff. That's massive. Yeah, and I'm getting up with him, well, I don't know what time it'll be tonight, but yeah. Get ready to get the DL on that right now. Chris, glad you jumped in, bro. Nice seeing you in here. Hope everything's going good. Starting to see them videos again. I'm advancing a little bit, bro.
Yeah.
Got the Manus. Love this little guy. You are so on point with the little ones. 3D printed a Leader 120 frame. I have motors for it. Just got to get the other components. I got the RoboCat built. It does fly. Just have a few little VTX stuff to do to it. So that is flying.
Wow, that was a record trip in Walmart that she's out checkout already.
I built my first one, Chris. ZMR 250. Still got a little work done to it. It's got a NAS 32, but I got a Joshua Bardwell F4 flight controller on one. I'm just trying to play with the NAS 32 to learn things right now. And I can do the butter, the beta, and all that stuff now. So remember, my other computer didn't do none of that. Switches, all this does everything. Like the laptop, I can hook to anything in here. And O's gone, but Chris, this is a Pyro drone freestyle championship winner last year. It's Dronography's Lumineer motors, 210 frame. This thing is set up. Accelerometer, it's all acro. It's nothing. They removed accelerometers and everything. This thing is a beast. I can't wait to fly it. I love that video. My life be like, ooh, ah. Yes, sir. Yes, Skip, I've got her arming and I have her turning one motor. But I got to download BL Heli Suite and go in there and I'm calibrate up the ESCs and all that. I haven't done none of that yet. Val says, save me. Kevin asked me to help him find his pants. Whoa. He lost his pants, Val? That sounds like a clickbait. All right, let me shoot a text real quick. Oh, there he is, Chris. I just tell him that you were just up in here. Yes, Chris channel doing right good. I think so. Just did some nice videos. His life's like, ooh, that's awesome. Chris pimping on a four-wheeler. Super busy helping others on projects. Chris Ney said he is building a no lines, no noise board that you can attach to any drone and attach it to a VTX to have super crystal clear FPV. Thought that was real interesting. I know it's something everyone's looking for. All them lines and break. Oh, my videos with this guy is terrible. The lines and all the breakups I get. Sweet. We got something going on in there winning. RC phone, where's it? Huh? I don't know. Oh yeah, Johnson Blackity. Cool, I got that dude's info. I will hit him after the show. My background on the I'm sure it does. That's why I said there'd be something everybody could use. And you said it's going to be an instructional video to show, and anyone can do it. That's really cool. All right, there's the top part. The frame is done. You got to pop this up with a knife because it literally sticks to the bed so tight. 65-degree bed temperature, and it clings to it. So these are the pieces for the frame. They go like so. So I get them down in here. And then you gotta have standoffs for it. You see the aspect of it. Of course, it ain't standing up. There it is. 4 pieces, Leader 120. Chris, I see you ripping her today, man, at Leader 120. Having fun. Out of all drones. I thought you kind of liked that 145 better, though. That thing's sick. Fast, too. And then wires, man, you're just second nature with them wires. You can just go out there and roll right through them and everything. That is so cool. I'd be done clip those wires.
Be careful, John. He's driving, but he's got his ears on.
Cool. Yeah, be careful, John. If you don't see the holograph on back, Kim, don't buy it. You know it. You know it, Chris. Right here, bro. First one printed, it's yours. I'll send it to you. I don't know. I don't know if it'd be lighter than the original one or not. Let me grab something real quick. It's the same size.
It'll be headed out this week to you, Chris. You left Snuggies out, didn't you?
He's up on the
He
couch.
climbed into it.
He's up on the couch.
Hey, John.
Red light. Hey, Krista.
Hey.
So there's the Leader 120. And then there's the one I just printed. It's okay, yeah. So it's a little, wait a minute. I got the wrong way, don't I? It's okay, so it is a little bit wide. It was held up on the print, let me see. See, here's what I did on the print when it was printing. But now that it's done, I can hold it up there. It's like right there with it, though. Let's see if we put the print. It's a little bit. The motors are kind of like a little bit out further. It's hard to see black on black here. Try to line it up for you. And make sure I hold it the right way. That's probably the way, yeah. That's the route's gonna be going right there. Yeah. It's like a puzzle when you first do them. You have to look at them, and that's about how much difference it's off. Not nothing. So the wire's got plenty of wire. So if anything, it's gonna turn out just to be a smidgen wider. You're welcome, Chris. Look forward to it coming, brother. Yes, sir. Not a problem. Do that something, so I remember. Or in the bag for you. Amazon, eBay don't have it. Yeah, but you definitely have to watch that, Kim, because that is definitely one thing with them. B-Max, I think it is. Charger. We probably did use them all. Ship the crap out of stuff.
You're speaking French now?
Scott did all for I have a knockoff Kim. Kim, I'm telling you, you don't want to chance that knockoff, brother. You can if you want. I mean, that's up to you. Yeah, they will burn your house down. Neil had one, and his battery, man, it just, boom, it blew his battery up. Like, his battery was swollen. No, believe it or not, Chris, I'm not flying like a whole lot. I'm just starting to understand more stuff now. My transmitter was at 100%, my rate. So I like the PID, so I turned the rates back a little bit to try to get that more smoother. And just basically trying it. Like I had to rebuild my Wizard because I literally broke it right across here and across the back. But there's the rebuilt one, skinnier, much lighter, LEDs gone. And oh, it's so much different. I'll tell you what I learned is the camera angle is the key to freestyle. I was trying to run my camera straight out. Morning, homie. I was trying to run my camera at a straight angle, being a noob learning, and it was killing me because when I'm up in the air, I'm getting too much speed to do the freestyle. So now I run my camera like angled up, and I'm much, much better with it now. Honestly, Chris, to be honest with you, I would say the camera is what got me to be smoother and stuff. And that tomahawk, man, is just fun. Go up, a left stall, a right stall, and then yaw the drone. So it's like a tomahawk. Oh, that is sick.
Actually, last week, didn't I fly more than you did?
Yeah, she probably flew more than I did last week. That's why I said if I stayed at it, man. And I see what you mean, Chris, with the little ones, bro. Yes, in my yard, I could go rip in and just stop. This thing just stops. This thing actually had me out flying this acro in the yard, and I come up and front flip the bush and everything out there. I got a video of it. I'll post up. I got tons of videos to post up to get it up there on, so everyone can see it. But getting into them, that aspect of tuning them and stuff like that, yeah, I'm really liking it. And I'm going slow so I don't mess nothing up. Yes. 45, that's exactly perfect. I run the Manus all the way back, like, and you can't go back no further. So as you can see, the way that camera is tilted up in the air, that's how I fly it. And it's all right. I saw myself when I try to fly through like the car window the other day. It just kind of puts it like an angle. So you got to angle yourself. But yeah, it's fun, dude. It's really fun. I haven't messed much with the JJ Pro one that you gave me. Justin gave me the transmitter and receiver and all to it. But we're probably going to put those motors on a 3-inch build. Because they're 2300 kV. They're some monster motors. So, but the frame and all, I'm going to build and all that one day. I want to get all that built up. But it's fun getting into it. It's definitely fun getting into it. And then, Chris, this thing here is just a DRL racing drone, and it actually hooks to Betaflight. So you can go and adjust PIDs and all that. This is good to actually teach PIDs, I believe. Because, you mean, you can't hurt it, you know what I mean? Go in and mess something up, so what? Skipper, I haven't tried this yet. I put this from 100 to 80, and I'm going to try it. My Wizard, yes. Amazing, amazing difference. It was like first flight out, and you know me, you know MD. MD's got to go up and do the flips, the rolls. I can't just take it out and fly normal around the field and see if I can just snatch it from side to side and feel things. I just go full blown at it. So I went up with the Wizard and I did like a backwards power loop. Woo-hoo! Right, come down and just, like I said, right in the field. And I stuck her in the field straight up and down like that.
He's trying to grow
Rip the antenna off the back of it. And then I had binding issues, so it had to be from that. I ripped it right off. Like, one's still there, and it's literally broke, if you can see it right here. It's just dangling on there, and this one's gone. So I thought they said if you mess them up, don't try to fly too much because they'll fly away on you. So time to replace the receiver. No problem. I got the receiver in that, which is the same exact one, so I'll go ahead and rob it off of that. Do whatever I got to do, program it if I got to. I don't think I should have to. And then just, I'll put another one in that. I got that little one in here. Somewhere.
Chris wants to know if you're using a 2 or a 3S on the Mantis, and Skipper wants to know if it flies a lot better when you knock your brakes back.
I just answered, Skipper. You late on that one.
Okay, well,
Mantis is 2S, Chris. It can fly on 3S if you stay with the milliamp hours that the 2S is. I think 30C. If you run a 3S 30C, you won't burn nothing up. But you can go in and count and change the values on the motors and run a 3S and go higher. This thing, man, is fast with 2S. This thing is a jet fighter. Let me tell you, when I fly it, I forget that I'm on a drone that's the palm of my hand. I can't get over that. And Chris, let me show you my goggles. You're really gonna like them. They look familiar, Chris? I got these off of Justin. Man, these goggles are unbelievable. Like when I put these goggles on, man, just that binocular part, oh, they're so crisp and clear to me. I don't have to do nothing to them. So I went ahead and swapped them up some stuff for them and got them. So that's what I fly with now. So that's why maybe you see me getting better also. I'm actually be able to see something instead of just like fuzzy and blurriness. Wow, 3S 550 milliamps on a Leader 120. Woo! Man, she's cooking. Hey, you had that little drone way up there too, dude. All right, you guys see Chris's video, and you know, okay, if you didn't watch it, go over and watch it. Let's start there. Okay, when he is the highest point in the air, okay, right? You're expecting Chris to be on something like this, right? You know what I mean? Show you how big it is, 2 hands. No. He's on this little guy. That little drone way up in that air like that. I was like, holy crap. Yes, Chris, they're your old ones, bro. That's another thing that makes them good for me. You guys all know how me and Chris roll, so, yep. They're your old ones, bro. I'm just looking for that Chris Riley signature. I don't see him nowhere. Yes, very cool. Very, very cool. Justin came down with them to visit me for a weekend, and he's like, try these goggles on. I want you to try them on. Man, I put these things on right out the gate, was out in my living room, diving the tables and all, woof, underneath them and all that. Never have I ever put a set of goggles on my head that literally I could see right out the gate on. I always would have to put some kind of cheater lens in them and stuff like that. So yes, they work very well. Very, very, very well. I have never had any luck with the converter on PC. That's why I just used the app. Man, I can't believe you got that though. 3S on that. Woo! That little thing is moving. Kim, try free make video converter. I found a lot of those editors and stuff like that. They're not user friendly. Like it was a couple different ones I've tried, and it was like I could do the video, and then it would have come time to upload, and it just went haywire. I don't know if that's because it was like a free version or whatnot of it. But see, my eyes. See, what helps me on them Fat Sharks is that goggle where I'm 45. So kind of like when, I mean, no joke, like this in my face here, like, okay, I know it's a drone and all because I can see the drone, but to read like that fine rating right there, it's not happening. I gotta get it out here, at least like that far away from me, and I can read everything clear. So that's what makes the goggles really work for me. But yes, that's maybe, excuse me, why you see me getting to be better at flying. I think I swallowed a bug. But when I went over first flying with them Fat Sharks, and I went up and I looked down at the ground, and I could come to that ground and just pull right out of it. Before, I had to think about kind of hearing the drone, you know what I mean, closer to the ground and whatnot to pull out of it because of the vision that I had. It was kind of like blurry in those VDR2s. Need your holder. Oh, cool. You don't rally them up. No, I know you how you roll. No, I turned just the porch light on, but yeah.
I went out and turned all the lights on.
Cyclops goggle for nearsighted. The Cyclops, I got you. Dude, hey, I'm telling you, those Fat Shark transformers, man, on point. I couldn't believe it. I've never put a pair of goggles on, and bam, fell in love with them. Yeah, right, Mo. That one I didn't have. I like to tell you what I ate, but I'm not sure. Yes, okay. The focus slider. That's what I think works in those so good. Because the other ones that come with it that you put the little cheaters in, I like that, the full view, but I like the focus ones better. I did not like the Fat Shark. You didn't like the Fat Shark ones? I want to call you too, Chris, one day where we ain't talked in a while, brother. Just haven't called where you've been. I know you've been so busy with your mom and stuff. Glad things are starting to smooth out for you. Chris says, hey, Nate, can I Skype you later? Wow, you working, bro, and you in here? Thanks. But yeah, I can't wait to, like I said, get just flying these little ones and getting more into these because, Chris, you're right, dude. The little ones are so much fun, and it's hard to believe that this little guy, like I said, you think to do the maneuvers and all, you just think you're on a bigger drone. You're not thinking, wow, something that small. But yeah. Which, of course, the rates, the PIDs, and of course, you told me that before, Chris. Once you find the right PID and all, like you said, and then you see everything getting much smoother. I think once I hit that point, I'll be a lot better. And practice one thing and just one thing and just one thing, because I go up, keep doing too much. All right, Chris. Thank you, brother. Thank you for stopping in. I'll give you a call. I'll call you one day this week for sure. Promise. And I'll get that frame sent down to you, bro. If you can see if you're not frozen. Or we're not frozen. Working on your 5D back there. All right, so chat is slowed down here. We have 14 watching. Multitask, cool. Multitasking is cool if you can do it.
I can do it.
I'll start doing it like mess. Yeah, I can't. I'll solder wires backwards, upside down, everything else.
And they get mad and frustrated at me.
Yeah, and they get mad, frustrated, and I realize, wait a minute, I soldered the wire on wrong. Change it around, and everything acts good. But yep. So what's that?
They said the Cyclops is the one box goggle for beer side. The rest of them are ridiculous.
Is that what the Roku has the Cyclops?
Yep, that's what it says in the front.
So that makes sense. Yeah. So where you can put the glasses on with the Cyclops, what it means, I guess. To give you much room in there. That and I think head plays are pretty good to open up. Well, all right, guys. It says 14 watching, but the chat, I don't know, my chat's just froze, but nothing's going on. So
No need glasses for the Cyclops.
no need glasses for the side. Okay, so yeah, like you said, they got that lens and all built in. I got at the focus slider. Now I was saying one of our friends, he uses the Cyclops and he says that they're open, so he's able to get his glasses on. You know what I mean? And then put them on. But they're the I think the Eachine Cyclops, they're probably a lot different than what you're talking about. You know, you're not talking about the Eachine BRD2s, are you, Nate? Let me grab that one. Because I got the slider.
I don't think butchers are Eachine. They just say Cyclops.
Because you're talking about like this?
No.
Okay, because I say these have the sliders in them. I can't see like nothing. You know what I mean? Like I can fly with these, but it's a little blurry. I think that's why Chris says he's seeing a difference in my flying. It's got to be because of the goggles. That's the only thing I changed. I guess that flying. I'm not flying every day, but Q Cyclops. Okay.
Yes, Skipper. Yes, helping hands.
Yeah, I have helping hands, bro. Oh, let me get over here. Got solder splatter on it. Helping hands. I tell you why I like this. Kind of like on your desk, where you put it on your desk, and then I take like that clamp, like a wood clamp, and I clamp it down, and then hold it. That way, I like using it. But just setting it on there, I really don't like using it. I use 2 paper towel rolls with some masking tape there.
Nah.
Great line of sight goggles.
I'm gonna try that, John.
I hear you, John. Night, Thomas. Thank you for hanging out, brother. Cool, Wendell. Thank you for stopping in, man. I really appreciate it. But yeah, the helping hands works a lot. I'll tell you another trick to think about, okay, working by yourself. Take the soldering gun, lay it on the table, and then hold your wires. You know what I'm saying? Then touch them and then lift them back. That's a good way of working by yourself and not having to, you know what I mean, hold that wire and with the helping hands too. Helping hands comes in handy in certain situations for me. Like if I'm trying to solder, let's say the XT1630 connectors. They work really well for that.
No, John, he's had those. We sell them at my work, and
Yeah.
he saw them in there, and that was ball game.
That's what I was telling you, bro. Skipper, I was like, man, if you needed a set, I'd have sent you these ones. Because like I said, I barely use it. I did use it the other day. Like I said, I soldered an XT30 connector.
Interactive DNA says the best helping hands is self-hanger wood clippers.
Exactly. Clothespins, yeah. Hey, and that one that Chris made, really nice. You guys don't know, Chris made a homemade helping hands. Like, I agree, say soldered some stuff, welded some stuff together and whatnot. Really nice, really heavy, don't tip over and all that. That's the main thing of this, tip over. You could put this on a heavy base. You know what I mean? Perfect. Because, I mean, everything as far as movement, it works good. You can tighten everything down, but it's this part that wants to tip over on you every time you try to do something. Harbor Freight has those help. Yeah, they sure do, Scott. The big ones. That's the way to do it, man. Homemade stuff.
And don't forget you use your coupon at Harbor Freight, get it even cheaper.
Yeah, and Harbor Freight also always has the killer coupons.
And get your free item.
And your free item, yeah. And don't forget your solder sucker. This comes in handy for like if you're cleaning up joints. I do a lot of helping people out with fixing their stuff and all that, so sometimes the solder tends to build up. So this helps to actually suck the solder off the board.
Skipper, I love the freebies from there.
Yeah, dude, they're the same way here. They're right around the corner where we live. Cool. Good info there, Nay. Yeah, you got to, man. Get that free stuff for it. Like, I mean, it's stuff that you can just throw like behind your seat or in your trunk of your car when you need it. It's there. Like the rope and stuff like that.
Yeah, the rope comes in handy. Never know when I'm going to have to tie you up when you see a drone for sale.
Yeah. What I'm about. There you go, Skipper. What's up?
All work and no play makes for a dull Skipper.
Yes, sir. So y'all ready for your build now? You just got get your flight controller and your all-in-one ESC. Well, bro, you know I'm here. If I can help you, I'm trying to learn things now, so I'm starting to understand things a little bit better. And I know you told me I would get there. I remember saying, "Oh man, this stuff I'm ready to just brrr." Skipper gave me good advice. He said, "When you get there, you probably be one of the better ones that do it too." So that kind of keeps me along the line. You guys help me out doing that because I'm ready to give up on half this stuff at times.
And
Alvin,
that's because great minds think alike.
What did he say?
When I said all work and no play makes for no Skipper.
On this FPV training, Chris is leading the way. Huh? I'm not leading the way. Chris got a long ways to go.
Heck yeah. Think of how many people you have gotten into FPV and acro.
I know, but it's still, I don't know.
They're all learning with
I'm like Neil. Like I feel like the family. I know the family we created. Everybody's here. You know what I mean? Around us and whatnot. But I don't feel like it's like, yay, they did it. You know what I mean? Yay, MD did it. I don't feel like that. I feel like it's knowledge that you share. That's what you're supposed to do, right? I mean, pass it on, help other people out. I can tell you, if I came into the acro game to like a lot of people that come in and I help out, I wish someone would have been there for me. I do. I promise. And there were some out there for me, but you have to clarify the info if you get what I'm saying. So a simulator is what I learned as far as how, like I said, 20 minutes to level it and fly it, right? But then to do the flips and rolls. I learned them more or less on a simulator because I ask everyone how to do it, and they're just like, you throttle up and roll it. Oh man, the aggressiveness through that throttle roll. So then when you throttle back, and I start to understand, it's like, I got you. There's the smoothness is what you're looking for. And then, yeah, it's just like, and I mean, you can't depend on, and you shouldn't depend on people when you're coming into something to teach you everything. You know what I mean? They'll teach you so much, but you have to pick up on your own. If you're just numbskulled back here, it's not going to work. Because you guys know this. Even if there's people that you can tell them how to do it, they can do it. You can get on the phone and walk them through it, they can do it. But there's some people that you could just be on that phone for hours or sitting right in front of there showing them step by step by step by step, and they just can't get it. And it is hard. It's hard to learn sometimes on things. And tuning these drones and going in this computer and doing things, yeah, you mess some stuff up bad. But guess what? It's just like flying your drone over the water. When you fly over the water, be honest with yourself. If it happens, it happens. Just try to recover it and put it in some rice.
John, you're not thick-headed. Not you.
No, John, but they will teach you control. Is in other words what I learned off of that. So reckon that, I mean, I said, like I said, no joke. I was ready to give up. I was like, wow, what do we want to do with this acro thing? Who cares about the acro? I mean, really. But then I told myself, I said, you've never walked away from nothing, and you're not walking away. Set your ass back down, pick that transmitter up, and get with it. And I did. I literally picked it up and started doing it. And I've flown the simulator, I bet you 5 times at the most. I'm not like a simulator happy guy. It's not like why you guys see me flying better. I think if I flown the simulator, I would sharpen my skills up a lot more. Now that I know kind of the maneuvers and knowing I can do them now, I want to go back and just play with the simulator and see how fun it is.
You're exactly right. And Ed said he's been doing electrical work for almost 40 years. And the one thing he's learned, even a complete noob comes with a different perspective and can open your eyes to something you've overlooked in the past.
Right. Always
Everybody
learn.
sees everything differently. A new perspective is also new learning. Doesn't mean they're wrong. Doesn't mean they're right. Just means that they looked at it a different way.
But dronologists, you just got into droning, so enjoy your toy grades. You know what I mean? Get your skills and then get into it. Most people that's never droned before can just pick an acro bird up and run with it because they've never flown nothing else in their life. They don't know nothing about the gyros
Dronologists.
and all that stuff.
Hold on a minute, okay? I have just recently attempted FPV, and look at who I live with. Don't think that you have to rush into it, my dear. Take your time. Find the one thing that you enjoy.
Yeah, you have to.
And get better at it.
I started with the small ones. When I got into it, I looked online. People said, if you're going to get into it, do it this way. I looked at their way, but then I watched one guy, and wish I could remember the name of his channel. Like, I can go through and find it, but he said start with the nanos, and that's why I bought that CX-10. That thing that's this big.
Oh, honey, you will progress.
And
you
then
will progress quickly.
It came to me. It just like one day I was like, and I'll tell you, learning. People say don't y'all in the beginning get the 180 down right out the gate. Learn that 180. That's what does it for you. The 180. Trust me. Exactly,
just remember,
man.
guys, there's no right or wrong way to learn about drones.
There's not.
Whatever you're comfortable with.
Right.
Some people are only comfortable with camera drones. Other people are comfortable with race drones. Other people are comfortable with all of the above.
The race drones are fine.
There's no right or wrong way to fly. But enjoy it.
The camera drones, like, they're okay, but I get bored with them, if you get what I'm saying. Like, okay, they're up there. you decide, well, walk in the house, grab a Coke. You get to stop and go in the house, get the Coke. There's no problem with that. Race drone, you can do that, but you need to bring it back and down it first. But I like to fly everything, if you get what I'm saying. I love it all,
You
like
got
the
bit
toy
hard.
grades, the GPS. I just can't see myself stopping and going, let's just go on this line, because it is what it is. And let me explain, because it's all part of the show. It's all part of me. It's all part of my channel. If I just stop and burp out on race drones and start just getting in that and start digging and digging and digging and digging, we know newer people that come in to YouTube, into the drone world, I'm gonna miss them, if you get what I'm saying. And I don't want that. I want to welcome everybody, all the newcomers. Come on in. Let us show you what it's about. Here's the family. Here's the brotherhood. You need help, we're here. Ask. Don't be
So
scared.
forget about the flying sisters
And
now.
stuff like that. Yeah, the women and all. Hey, I can't wait to see who the first woman in our family is going to actually pick up the Acro and run with it. That's sick. Let me tell you what. Flying the drones, the GPS ones, and the all skills, you get your respect. But when you climb on that race drone and you run that freestyle, it's something that you just can't explain. You have to do it for yourself, if you get what I'm saying. Like, even if you don't like it, just give it a chance and try it. It's amazing. It is. It's unreal. It's being in control. And I'm not saying that as a way of saying I'm a control freak. I'm not. I just like, that's why I like dirt bikes, the four-wheelers, okay? I'm in control of that. So when I'm on that gas and whatnot, so if I blow that engine up, that's my fault, because I over-revved it. I missed the gear. That's why I always, like, I love them. And that's the point of being in control of that machine. And that's what really makes the dronings, like, for me. Like, to be 2 miles out and remote piloting something. Wow. It's crazy, but it is. And most people, I said that some people are like, so you're a control freak. I'm like, no, not by no means. It's what I'm operating. I like to be in control of. If I'm on the airplane, let me be the pilot. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know. It's just something like that. And I get it can't happen because I'm not a pilot. I am a pilot, but the drones, but not like an airplane. I get that. I've done it in Grand Theft Auto and stuff and on games, but no, but that's what the fun of it is to me. So like the Acro Bird, you're just like, oh, you know, you just roll it over, just whatever. And then it's like the fact of it's an Acro, you always can correct, if you get what I'm saying, where the gyro birds, once they lock at a certain angle sometimes and they get that vortex, it's over with. You're not getting out of it. It's going straight to the ground. But I can't get away from them. I love the aspect of them. Guys, see them all up there. Solo. And you know what's going to come one day? I'm going to get the thought, them drones going to Acro.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
No.
You must have the control. Exactly, Nay. That's exactly, bro. That I feel like that. And I don't have 107s, but let me tell you what. I want them. I'm going to get them. And that's the point of why I'm staying along that line, if you get what I'm saying. I don't want to get wild and rampant, if you get what I'm saying, because then when you get the 107s, you have to bring yourself back down and hone yourself into a certain set of rules. If you stay in those rules now, as you're walking that line, you won't, you know what I mean? You won't get sidetracked. You have to come back in and hone it, because you get the 107s and do something stupid. Then your ass is you're on the fire. So that's the whole idea. I like to do that, and I would love to get up every morning and have something scheduled to go out and film for like power lines for my power companies around here and stuff like that. Would love it. Freaky Chris, that's fine. You're going to stall. We're going to crash.
I can understand that. There's a big difference in a
parachute
small plane and a commercial flight.
Yeah, it is. Exactly.
Big difference.
And that's like, okay, the planes in the field over here, I have all rights of the ground to 400 feet, right? So I could be on the phone every day, all day with planes that are violating my airspace, but they're not violating my airspace. I'm violating theirs, because you know why? I get on the ground and let them have their space, because that's stupid for a drone to take down a real plane. You'd have to be an anal retard to let something like that happen, not care about no one on that plane. Now, if it was like a robot-controlled plane that has like canned goods or something on it, I still wouldn't want to do it. But If you get what I'm saying.
Flying out of the sky from that height.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You know, it's just like stupid that people don't think like that. That little bird, something this small, could get sucked up in. You know what I mean? Like a turbine and just down the whole plane and ruin a bunch of lives. Not the only ones on the plane. Think about when it hits the ground, what's going to happen.
Oh yeah,
that's the scary part.
Nice drones for shooting videos.
Yeah, Nay, let me. I'll grab it for you. I have the 3DR Solo all gimbaled up. I have the Phantom 2 all gimbaled up, super footage still, and I grabbed the one right here to show you.
Was that the Cessna that flew crooked or the Buzzard, Ed?
This is the Inspire 1, and it has a gimbal that mounts on here, a Zenmous X3. When this raises so far off the ground, these arms raise themselves up out the way, and then the camera can go 360 degrees. I just did one on my channel, Nave. You check it out, the fireworks. That's what filmed it. This guy right here in 4K. Yes, 4K. What is the highest resolution? I think it's a 4K 60. I don't think it's 4K 60. I think it's 4K 24 or 26 frames, whatever. I think it was. It's beautiful though.
I don't think he did either. I think he kind of fell. Yep,
sorry about that.
Became a lizard for sure.
Yeah, but that's my really good, and like I said, the Inspire 1 is expensive. That's like a $3,000 get up, but that little black bird back there, that Solo, beautiful. That little thing. You can do everything with that thing. Scanning from the air, all kind of craziness with it. Cool, thank you. But yeah, that's why I say I try to do it all. Like I love being up in the air and seeing everything. That's the intriguing part. Now I got something here actually you'll recognize. I got it from Riley. If I'm not mistaken, this is your first 501 SS. And this was an SS. This was a sticker mess up. I have done homework and all that on it. That's what I gave him. Yeah, yeah. I got her dialed in now, and it's beautiful. It's nice and tight. I've had it 400 feet up, just sitting there. The camera. Remember how when Chris had it like the 6 feet, it would break up below 6 feet. It doesn't do that and all. She dialed in. I named it Riley, to be honest with you.
Night Scott.
Night
yeah,
Scott.
Ed, he thinks of Master Chief when he sees that drone as well.
Yes, exactly. See, Ed, ding, Master Chief. That's why I wanted the Hudson. And guys, Interactive DNA Nay in here, he used to own that drone. I was wondering why you got rid of it, Nay. Like I said, you guys don't know, Nay helped Chris out a lot on his channel. But yeah, it's nice. It flies good, and it was the pigtails inside that you see that's the transmitter right there. It was the pigtails inside of the transmitter what was bad on it. I replaced those pigtails, cleared everything up.
Hey,
which I'd say bad, but it was what Hubson put in there, in the beginning. Raymond, what's up, brother? Yep. Probably a few stuff they would recognize up there. I think that RoboCat frame too. The red one there. Right here. I actually built that up. It flies and everything. It does acro. It isn't programmable through like Betaflight, but the transmitter is. You get what I'm saying? Like you can go into it. Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought that. So I told him I'd get it flying. It's like a beast. Yeah, drone analysis. That thing, dude, is when Chris like gave me that frame, dude. I was like, I have to build that. That thing was just sick, dude. Nate had quite a few 501s, John. That's what just made me think when I saw it back. I was like, wait a minute, let me show him that. Yeah, I went through a time to figure that out, Nate, as far as the 501S or SS, because the box even says S on it. Chris said you told him it was an SS, but then when I got it from Chris, I was like, no, it's not showing an SS, brother. It's showing just an S. So then I went through the firmware thing with it. I didn't flash nothing or anything because you have to watch those things. You can get so much into trouble with the firmwares on them because there's so many. There's 501S, 501SS, then there's you know what I mean? So I did it slow and then went through and come to find out, like I said, it was just the bad leads in the transmitter. The SMA connectors, that's all it turned out being. Yes, it's a professional version, yes. Gotcha. Well, that was a good one for you to get into because the Hubsons are different, shall we say.
I think there's quite a few of us now that like Hubsons.
Yeah, I mean, it's, and I, like I said, I ended up buying it from Chris because just for the fact I've never had the Hubsan 501SS, and I was going to honestly buy a Toad 90 from the same one me and Skipper were going to buy together, and then Chris come in and was like, yeah, so I was like, dude, I definitely want to get that 501SS, and just like it, like it's just, all my family members have it, so I had to be part of the family too. That's why I got it, and now I love it. Like I said, I named it Riley, and yeah, it's good. Let's just say that. Golden stamp of approval. I'll just say that. Because what you had, like, one just fly away from you, Nate, didn't you? Chris was telling me back when you were messing with him, you and him talking back and forth, and he said the one you bound up or something, and the thing just took off the ground on you. Crazy. They have a mind of their own now, let me tell you that. And they did have a bad thing going around with those transmitters. Like I said, the SMA connectors, because I mod one and it's going to fly away. Dang, that sucks. Because I put the pigtails on Crystal's 502S, which is up there on the shelf right here. And we see a difference in the FPV breakup. The same thing Riley was doing. Hers is doing it, so it's definitely them SMA connectors. And I try to wait for satellites, and don't put nothing on the bird. And the Hubsan dance. I do the Hubsan dance. I pick it up and turn in circles. Okay. That makes sense. Yes, that makes perfect sense, Nate, because I said that when I got that from Chris. I said, you know, this thing should have a LiPo in it. And I was shocked that they used AA batteries, but I tore it apart and I did a 3S LiPo mod in that transmitter. I just felt like all that should just have a better battery. It's not about satellites. Okay. Yeah, I know what you're saying, the battery, low voltage and all that, because their little 502s like to do that, get low voltage, act stupid. And another thing with the Hubsans, I found out that they like lateral movements. They like you to push out. So in other words, when you take off, gain altitude. let off the altitude, push out. You know what I mean? If you turn, then push. They don't like all the stick inputs, like doing it all together. If you get what I'm saying, they'll do it, but they're wonky. They get like this. Mike, Night Train, what's up? Y'all miss me so much. The show is still going on. I'm trying to wait for you, bro. Like Night Train ain't been here yet. We can't roll out. Huh? Night Train was in here earlier. I know. You think I need to send you that little thing? Hey, I will if you send me one of your ghosts. With all your PID set up. Same way you fly, though. Yes, 3-inch is fun. We got a 3-inch coming that we're going to build. Yes, very fun 3-inch. Because you can just go places you can't go with the big 5 inches and all that.
Night, night, homie Paul.
Night, homie. Thanks for hanging out, brother. I know it's late there. My ghost photos are more than that little thing. Hey, we weren't comparing value here. This little thing, $100. Believe it or not. Got them grinders. Uh-oh. Spot grinders. But nay, on them Hubsons, nothing on top of the bird neither. Not even a Velcro strap. I've seen, like, take a Velcro strap. But I thought that was probably the best. Well, I know Captain Cook had put a GoPro 3 on top of his. It gave him no malfunctions off the ground. That thing took off. Had GPS signal and everything. 11 satellites. He waited. As soon as that thing got so high in the air, ball game. It said no GPS and just flown away on him. Okay, it's the bad programming. I got what you're saying. Intermittent and then.
Hey, Mike, I'm hiding back here in the corner. I'm multitasking tonight.
She back there sticking dots. 5D painting is what she does. That's her little hobby that she does. I get lost with that, sticking those little dot things. I know when I have to solder little things on like stuff like this, pain in the neck. I can imagine sitting there sticking all them little dots. Cool. Mine's locked down right now, so I'm gonna hold on to her. It does know home. That's one good thing. Even when it was acting wonky, I still pushed it out, and it literally knew its home. When I clicked home, it just came right back. But I always wait before I lift off the ground for 11 satellites on the bird and 11 on the transmitter, and I do that with all my birds, all my filming birds, and everything, just for that little bit more security. Uh-oh. Things worked out good with the horse ranch, didn't it, Mike? She said, "Are you the lone wolf out here today?" And then the video ended a little bit after that. Things go well, Mike? Mike said, 1 power washer, 1 man. No need to have a man standing there dragging the hose, huh? That's a nice spot there you ripped there, brother. I want to get my drone where you got yours, Mike. It looks like you got to push your drone. You get what I'm saying? Mine's like, I turned the rates back today, and I started which it was 100% rates. Butterflight. I got Butterflight. On my Wizard, dude, it didn't matter. Now it's starting to. I dialed it back to 75, and it seemed like it's starting to understand what I'm telling it. It just gets too fast for me every time I try. Yours is all stock with all filters. Okay, you're going to have to help me out on that thing because I don't have no filters, I don't think. But besides whatever stock. He shot 1,200 ESCs. I'm running, what are they? I don't even know. I have to check it out on there. Kirk Mayberry, what's up?
Hey, Kurt.
Cool, Nay. Butter does most of the filters for you.
Yes,
Oh,
and
okay. Butter
Mike,
does most of the filters.
Night Train FPV flies on his lunch breaks.
Yes. I have so much trouble keeping track of people. Okay. Oh, Mike, that was sick, bro. Yep, whoops and all that. Oh yeah, you gotta love the whoops. Actually, my whoop went down a motor.
Ouch.
7 milli. Blew the motor on me. It turns. It drags when it turns now. You can just see when I spin it there, it don't even spin. It's just from, I guess, all the flying. Yep, went to fly it the other day and noticed it was dragging. I was like, what the heck? So I got to order a motor for that and get that in. Oh, I'll probably put more than that on this then.
You've over-inserted that motor.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of when I first started doing that, like what Ed's just saying about Mike, when I went like with Eric that first time flying, I got lost when I went up whoop and did that invert and I looked down, I was like, whoa, where's the field? Because that's what I'm used to, the field I fly in. But now I'm starting to get used to it. You guys see where I was. I said me and my son went out that day and I was around those trees and all that. I'm starting to get the feel of going other places and fly now. So I'm not as nervous when I flip the drone up or when I'm up in the air and like, where am I at? You know, try to figure out where I'm at. Here's a tip for anyone shooting video with drones. Never keep the same angle for longer than 6 seconds. Change angles around 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 seconds long. Edit out shakes and left and right motion. Yes, and Nave, you actually saw my Nanacoke Harbor one. I think that's probably the best one I did. Because that's what I did. I just got the straight shots, you know, took out the turn in and all this, just caught the straight shots, then, you know, the shot coming back and stuff like that. I get what you're saying. Sorry, I'm still here. You all right, Alvin? Cool, brother. Yeah, I don't do much editing either. That one I did today or yesterday, I think I posted it. That was a lot of editing in that. But usually I usually run the raw on the acro. And that's basically because I don't want someone to challenge it and go, you're not flying acro, you're just putting clips together. I'm like, really? Because they will challenge you on that. And I learned about editing because I feel like if you fly drones, the camera drones, no one wants to go out and see 45 minutes. You just, I mean, grant you the battery won't last that long. But anyway, you know what I'm saying, like 20 minutes of you just pushing it around, getting the same angle, the same shot. Like if you're just going to go from A to B and fly, it'll be good. But just flying around, seeing the same stuff. Yeah, people get tired, tired of seeing that. I totally understand that. And that's why when I was flying the field, I'm like, look, I got to get out and go places. People kept seeing the field. So I was like, okay, I'm stuck here in the field, so I will fly away from the field. So that's when I started flying out. But yeah, I get tired of the same stuff. But everyone loved it. Every time I could put a solo video up, they would get 100 views within a couple of days. President, anything else is boring? Yeah, I see what you're saying there, Nay. The 6 second deal. Because it's like you do now. Like you said, there's a lot I learned that you'll see a lot of my videos do that, where I'm stopping on the ground, you know what I mean? I'm thinking about what I want to do next, so I'm just looking at the same spot and then I turn. Yeah, them videos bore me too. I'm not gonna lie. I get what you mean when you said show. Yeah, exactly, Mike. But there, that is, you definitely have to edit. You definitely gotta be able to do. And I did it for the longest time with GoPro Studios, just straight chopping it. I remember, Nate, when you were getting Chris. Chris was telling me about that. How you were telling him the different angles and. But yeah, so I'm starting to understand that with like the Inspire, like the fireworks show. I just more or less stayed still because of the exploding fireworks. Just and that you kind of, I feel like 7 minutes or something was kind of long for that, but you got the constant of the fireworks, so that kind of keeps people's mind going. But if you're just staring at like a building or the same thing, it's just like, okay, we've got 2 minutes of that, we're good. Straight return, apply same path with a different angle. Right. Use GoPro Studios, Kirk. I hated that, man. Cause you can't like at least I couldn't like drag like different videos in, then you get it all set up, take clips and put them all together, and then it would just shut the app down. You had to go back in. Oh, it was terrible. I did a lot of stuff on there though. I'll tell you one good thing they're good for: time lapse. GoPro Studio is really good for time lapse. But the Power Editor 15 or Power Director 15, the time lapse, I know you can do it, but I haven't watched a video on it. But it's not like the GoPro Studios, and I know it's way better, so it would do a way better job. But I like the GoPro Studios for like if you want to quick edit something. I think it's cool. But yeah, I've done editing to GoPro Studios for a long time. Yes, Alvin, exactly. And I think the Inspire's awesome because that's the thing. That camera goes 360 degrees. You just turn the camera. You know what I mean? You can still push straight and have the camera off at the sides you're moving. '16 is the best for the fast editing. Gotcha. Always crash when I get close to the end. That's what I'm saying, Kirk. Yeah, it's almost done. It's going over it. What? And you have to start over and do it again. It's like, oh, hell no. Especially that didn't it seem like it crashed when you did a lot more in the video? Like if you just do a all unedited one out there, that wasn't good. When you start putting the stuff in there is when things start going wrong. Like Power Director, I've done a couple videos. I did 3D. I didn't realize what I was doing. I dropped like the leaves falling from the sky and all that 3D. So it puts it in 3D.
Double image.
Double image. Like what? A lot to learn, but and that's how I learned a lot from Chris Riley. I'm not gonna lie, it's who taught me. I would not know half of what I didn't know from Chris. And you guys already know where Chris learned it from. Got now the tools. Windows Movie Maker. Yeah, Windows Movie Maker. I've used that also, Mike. I've done quite a bit with the Windows Movie Maker. I actually used GoPro Studio for a while. I was like, man, why haven't I been using Windows Movie Maker? But see, our computer makes the game competitive, and we had to bridge our modem with our router, and kind of get like butt hurt people when you get in there. Stuff was going on. I'm on point now though. So he did like put a Trojan in a computer. We got it out. And it took some of the programs out of the computer though. Like a month later. Just turn it on my own and use video editor. Yeah, exactly. I feel you, Nay, on that. I do feel it's the most user friendly that I found so far. Pretty much like you said, fast and quick. Snap it out. Don't do that quick grab thing. You set it up, grab you, and I'm learning a lot more with it. Like I said, I talked to a lot of people. You know him too. I'll be Drone Dano. He's pretty good with the Power Editor. It's all like you learn, like it's everything. Like you sit there and start learning it. Like you know, where you'd work the powerful ones, you know already. And a lot of people told me, which editor you using? You tell them, they're like, yeah, that's the one of the better ones, I honestly believe. And so far, it seems to be. No, it's not free, brother.
Well, there is a free trial that you can get as an app on your phone.
Yeah, there's a free trial you can get as an app on your phone. But it's coming down a lot cheaper, I can promise you that. But yeah, it's definitely, like I said, you got to edit and get those shots. You just got to. Later, Kirk. Thanks for hanging out, brother. Hey, Kirk, before you leave too, bro, real quick, I got that 250. I told you with that NOS board that was acting crazy. The power wire was grounding out where it was hooked to underneath on the board. Cleaned it up. It powers up every time now. I got one motor to spin, so I still got a little bit of work to do to it.
Night, Kirk.
But have a good one, brother. Thanks for stopping in. You get the full phone app for $6. Yeah, and you can get the full phone app for $6. And there's a lot of people that do it off their phone. That's all right, dronologist. Like I said, you learn. Enjoy your hobby. You just got into it. Enjoy your hobby and learn. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I get what you're saying. You don't want to spend a lot of money that you don't need to, and that's what we're here for, to help you out doing that. Because when I first got into it, everything you see behind me and all is all like bought. Besides a few things I showed you that I've purchased from like that said Chris Riley gave me the frame and stuff like that. But a few things back there I've gotten from family, but everything is funded on my channel. Nothing is like a sponsored up anything. Here's my
your
sponsor right here, my wife. Oh, Droner, what's up, Dad?
Dad,
Thanks,
are you
Kirk.
going live tomorrow?
Yes, are you back on schedule, Dad? And I call him Dad, guys, old Droner, because it's a joke between me and him. And most of you guys know, but it's not really my dad. Hello, doing fine.
Hey, Val, and I know you're waving back because I do the same thing.
I'm waving back. Val's going to interrogate me. I mean, question me.
Interview you.
So why did you do it and how? That was a good show, Val. I got to give it to you. Really good with Neil. The beginning, not so much for me. Just because I know about all that with Neil, and I just know it beats him up. And other than that, it was good, though. He did very well with it. But yeah, really good show. I thought it was really cool. And you don't have to put questions together for me. Just go with it with me. I mean, I'm good. Honestly, I'll be 100% honest. Yes,
Yay!
I'll be going live. Yay!
All right, there's our answer, Mo. Old Droner is back on schedule tomorrow night.
Man,
Yay!
it took me a while to drag his butt back here. I'm off to go get some.
Night, dronologist.
Night,
If
dronologist.
you're still here, baby, hop back on. You never know with us.
What's your name, dronologist? William.
Russell.
I thought, okay, yeah, the Russell part. I was going to say Russell before, but I was like, nah, somebody else. William, okay. I got you, bro. Bill. Bill, it's even better. I haven't said the Bill name in quite some time, but you're a lot better Bill than the other Bill. Later, bro. He's Nope. Nope, Alvin. Crystal's dad. That was Crystal's
that's
dad.
my dad. My dad
And
looks
Crystal's
like Roger.
dad looks like Roger. Yeah. Exactly, because you know I'm gonna be on that phone. Like I'm gonna actually do what Ed does. Hey Ed, when we don't see Dan in a while, you need to do the live. Where is old Droner? You're done now, Dan. Ed will stay on top of you. If I say I'm gonna be at 6 o'clock, I better be no more than 6:05. Ed's going live and going, "Where's MD?" He's 5 minutes late. With look with whatever he puts on his head. Oh, he's too damn funny.
We love you, Ed.
Well, it was my 10 minutes.
It was 10 minutes. You were late.
Yeah, 10 minutes. Where's that damn MD at? So now he's got my number. He can just text me and go, "Hey, bro, where you at?" So now, old Droner, when you're not around, Ed's going to be looking for you. It's true. Yes, he's John. He's coming back. Back again. Old Droner's back. Tell your friends.
Oh, he gave you the 5. You were late, so he put out the call for you.
He's like, "All right, 5. I got him on this." I think your watch was off, Ed.
It was Justin's
We know
fault.
my watch was off that week.
It was Justin's fault.
Did he go somewhere? Come on, Alvin. You ain't missed Dad in 2 weeks? Roger, I hate to break it down to you, buddy. But that's 7 o'clock tomorrow. We're going to have to ask you to stand down.
Come on, Ed. You
Don't
have
worry.
more than a watch that's off, babe.
Don't worry. Roger's going to be
We're
live.
all good. We're all good. We're just all
about
just
3.
a little off. Just a little off.
I was like, does Roger ever go to bed? I'm wondering. Because everyone jokes with me and Neil. Y'all stay live all the time. I'm like,
Oh my God,
I'm going to keep my
between us-
YouTube on tonight just to see if Roger goes to bed. I'm going to time. I'll watch it.
Between us, we're live 4 days a week, so you can't say much.
Roger outdoes us all together. I don't care. Hands down. If we do 4
Roger's
days.
live 7 days a week.
Yeah. And the one day he said practice. I was like, practice? Like, you don't need practice. Now, that's good that you go live because it does give someone stuff to do instead of just sitting there. And I will get back to the live show, guys. I'm learning right now, so I'm trying to bottle all that up and try to keep everything straight here. Because we all know we got our normal lives outside of YouTube, so we all got try to keep that straight.
You're right, Val. Roger has 8 shows a week.
But I will get back with it, and I promise it's no disrespect at all. I hope you guys don't take it that way. I'm just learning this behind here. This guy. You see this guy back here? That guy right there. And I'm not only learning Betaflight. Well, pretty much Butterflight, Betaflight. Once you learn one, you learn them all. But I'm trying to do the race drone thing, figure all that out because I got Dronography's drones here to work on and stuff like that. So I've really been trying to get all of that. We all are learning, Chris. Yes, we are, Roger. You're right. But Chris just can't stop and learn one thing at one time. Chris tries to let's just learn. Like I got a headache now. Like I just think all the time.
Did you just say you are a headache?
The drones got me bad. They're bad. Like I later dream of drones. Not dream of them. Like think about what I'm doing the next day with them, right? You know, like all right, the Wizard, I'm gonna turn the rates back. The Manus, I want to do this. You know, stuff like that. I want to get dronography stuff set, the switches, tune out the door. It's a lot. I said if I got paid 50 cents an hour, I'd probably be rich for all the hours I put into it.
I'm telling you, Mike, you're hearing this, right?
Dreaming of powerlifting.
He's dreaming of drones. He's dreaming of.
It is. It's a lot. It does.
telling you.
I do. I'm always thinking like.
I'm gonna be replaced, guys.
Think. You would never be replaced. This can't replace you. But I'm learning, and when I learn, I get in a rut, and I get in a rut. You know what I mean? Till I get it, and keep going it past my head, until I can tell someone blindfolded, yeah, you go into Betaflight, go here, this, and it's a lot. It's a lot to learn. And being 45, it shouldn't be that hard to learn. But Me, I'm not computer literate. I'm the type of guy that would go out here and rip your engine out your car, put your cam into it, big fat piston, make it stump and all that. I ran turbo car for years. I never did no tuning on that. I was scared to death of tuning, and this is what haunts me today on this stuff. My car, you could bolt 900 horsepower on the outside of it without going any internals. And I had probably 600 of that 9 on it, and it needed to be tuned. If it was tuned, I'd hate to see what it would have been. It was, I could pull up next to a Mustang with this little guy right here. And he's sitting there talking trash, cammed all up, just crazy. And my little thing just sitting there. But let me tell you what, when that light turned green, there's what you see. See those little tail lights back here? That's what a lot of people saw. That little car, man, was a rocket. I kid you not. Think of a race drone in that size.
And there is the reason behind his name.
And that's my name, MD95TSI. 95 being the year of the car, MD being the state that I live in, and TSI, Turbo Sport Intercooling. Is that a Toyota Supra? Nah. It's an Eagle Talon, bro. Mitsubishi Eclipse, that ring a bell? It's a, okay, this car here, and I always get with these cars, are actually Magnums are made in Canada too.
Yeah, I know. What is it with us in Canadian cars?
Always, I get, Neon was made in Canada. Always the Neon, the cars we get are made in Canada. But the Mitsubishi Eclipse is the car that you see running around here, which is the, I say US, but you guys know Mitsubishi's, okay. But the Eagle Talon was the sister model, but the Canadian one. And believe it or not, when these cars came out, these were made, look, actually the Neon is sitting next to it. I just realized that. And if you guys see this truck, okay, this is our Chevy too, right? But my neighbor was living at the time, and that was his truck, so it's parked in his parking spot. I just realized that this literally has the 3, and the Neon would run too. The Neon had a 420A in it. No turbo, but I'm gonna tell you what, that thing will work. You see that Chrysler 300 sitting on the other side of that Neon back over here? That was my cousin's. That Neon will whoop its ass.
That green on there was a pain in the tush.
Yes, I did all that work. Me and Crystal, all that work to this car is all done by me and Crystal. The lowering kit, all me. I lowered the car. Man, everything. This thing, I'm gonna tell you what. I love it, dude. I miss it, honestly. Would I give a little bit of my drones back for it? Hell yeah. This thing was sick. Because you see someone, all right, like me, all right, like I had an 80 El Camino, they'd roll up to me in a Honda Civic like that. Hands down. I'd beat the brakes off of that thing. So when I get this and roll up next to you and you're sitting there all cammed up, big motor hanging out the hood, and I look at you and just give it a little bit of gas, she's like, people were like, this kid's on drugs. What's wrong with him? Pull that bad boy back in low 1. Boost gauge up a little bit. Ball game, man, when that light turned green. Let me promise you this. That thing just keep popping and spitting and, I mean, hooking the whole time. Like straight just building power. I had like the O2 dump in it, so all my exhaust gas is dumped under my car. You ever hear a trash truck, right? When that trash truck first take off, it's real smooth. Then it gets on that gas, you're like, he's dumping all that wasted boost under his car. And that was the key word or key thing for the turbo car. Get rid of all that exhaust and all that over boost that's going down your pipe that's interfering with your exhaust flowing. That's how I do. Like, that's what I do with the drones. That's why I said I'm learning, and that's what's getting me. Get me. But when I do come out of that storm that I'm in, I promise I should be something worth listening to. So I should be able to take these quads that I fly now and make them way much better. Fly like Night Train. Man, you're beating her on that park run, bro, where you said hit it and quit it. But yeah, that's why, and it's like I said, it's all learning. It's all a learning curve, and I'm not computer illiterate. Like I said, if I could tune, oh my God, my car would have been. I probably wouldn't have got rid of it, honestly. But then I kind of was like to the point where when I sat in that thing, I touched the gas and brake. I had like this much room in front of me for the motor, and I could touch the tail lights just by going like this. And that was too small for me. And I could drift that car. I could drift the shiznit out of that car. My son will tell you, I had him so many times in that car. Locked down, claws digging into the thing. I'd break her, and just once you break those wheels and start drifting, it do anything you want it to do then. I had 50 series tires on that thing. Tires like this wide on a little tiny car like that. But couldn't pass up empty part with a tower. I hear you, bro. I seen you banging her around, man.
Alvin
and
said,
that on that farm, dude, if you wouldn't hit that tree and hit that dog. Woo.
Alvin said, I see you had Fast and Future days back in the past. Now you've got the Top Gun days.
Hey, that's funny. That's funny, Alvin, to look at it that way. You're right. I was down with the Fast and the Furious. Loved it.
I always loved Top Gun.
And always loved Top Gun, dude. Yes. I actually, you say that's funny because I was just editing the other day and I thought, you know what? I watched Rom's video when he did that Top Gun, and I thought, I got to do a video with Top Gun now. Got to spread the word about. Oh, yes. Wow. Yeah, man, that dog would have caught that drone. Definitely missing some teeth. Crystal was watching that with me. She said, "Damn!" I said, "No, he did the right thing." And then turtle mode, you suck, Mike. Drone far out the sky. I'm like, come on. You know how pissed I would be if we're flying. My stuff get caught in the tree and you just.
I'm not climbing the tree, like, so you're out of luck.
That's crazy, dude. I got to get that turtle mode set up on mine. That is, if anything, getting it out of the tree like that is so sick. Indigo, welcome, brother. Hey, everybody. I hope all had a great Memorial weekend. Thank you. Yes, I had a great one myself. I can't complain. Wind and rain, but we didn't get to fly every day. But yeah, but other than that, spend time with the family. So that's what it was about. Yeah, that's sick, Mike, dude. Getting that tree and just, oh man. I think honestly, if I had that turtle mode, I would fly the trees at my house because I've gotten so many of my toy grades stuck in them things, and I still hate them trees to this day. I'd love to just fly the drone up there and go, ha ha, you got my drone? You had it. Turtle mode. Thanks for the support, Indigo. Well, guys, it's almost 10 o'clock, and it is a work night for Crystal, so yeah, I know that doesn't really matter, but no.
Not normally.
We said we we're going to try to get to bed earlier. I usually stay up like 2 or 3 in the morning. Oh, it's terrible. I remember when I was, I say young. I'm not old now, but you know what I mean. When I was younger, man, I could do this all night long. We'd sit here all night. You'd be like, Roger would actually be like, Chris.
Hello, Indigo.
Get ready to go live. Hey, you need to cut this thing off. I'd go all throughout the night. We'd just sit here and start messing with drones. That would be cool, right? Just do like a 24-hour one day and have like a couple people here and we're just building the drones and whatnot.
What do you want, a Drone Network marathon?
Sure. No one's ever won all night. Let's do it. What do you think, Roger? That would be cool. Hey, Roger, actually, I was thinking too. I think that would be cool. If you want, one time I'd like to appear on your show. And then, hey, guess what? You on the Drone Network and on here.
No problem, Alvin.
Because you guys know I do Mondays for Roger. Now, I like it because I don't do nothing on my channel. So I kind of think everyone was kind of like saying, wonder why he doesn't do nothing on his channel. No, live stream, I say. I do videos on my channel. But I'm saying people said as far as building the watch time with that, I don't. Right here. You know what I get paid by? Right here. Y'all coming in here, give me your feedback. Ideas. Mike said she's gonna show me a picture of his kids. But no, yeah, stuff like that and comment. And another thing, yes, I just thought of this. Let me go back to this. Something that's really been bothering me. My fault. I posted a lot of videos. I did it to myself. Because I know when I post a video, all my great family and people come and comment it. I did have to go down and do the bell clicker or the love thing, and I hate that.
Oh.
I did answer ones that I felt like that kind of needed, you know what I'm saying, the answering, and I did click the love button, but I'm not going to start doing that because as I post my videos, I'm going to go in within the hour and start commenting on them. So you will see that I clicked a lot of love buttons, and I did answer most of it back. But I'm going to tell you what, last night I clicked probably, I know I did, I clicked probably like 300 of those love buttons. Don't get me wrong, I loved it, no pun intended. But I would have had a comment back to all that, and it's my fault again because video, and then I get myself in trouble. And I'll tell you what's losing me on that is I used to post videos and have like 6 comments. I could go back and do 12 videos in 1 week. You know what I'm saying? Now, no, and that is amazing, guys, and I really appreciate you guys for that. And like I said, everyone that comes to my channel, that's how I'm gonna start going down and watching videos. I just feel like it's fair. You come to mine, I have to go to yours first, not jump over you and go to someone that doesn't even come to mine, you know what I'm saying, just because they jump in here and go, come to my channel. So that's how I want to do it, and I want to let you guys know, and I hope you guys don't hate me because of it, because I told you I would swear I would comment to every comment that came in, but I had to jump over some, but I did do the love button, and I did read them all. Crystal, my witness. Last night, like 3 hours here.
And guys,
and my hands just couldn't take them. I was like, and my fingers got to be in so much.
Just to
and it's
give
my
you
fault.
a heads up, YouTube has made another change. This change is affecting the way you see us. YouTube's come out with a new thing with their notifications. When you click on that bell now, you can either get all notifications or only occasional notifications. You want to see us, make sure it's on the all notifications, because you never know when we're going to be smacking videos out. I did notice that this past weekend. I was like, are you kidding me? They've changed again and didn't say anything to anybody. So you might want to go back and double check things. I noticed on a couple of mine it was clicked on the occasional, and on most of the family members it was clicked on all. So just keep an eye on it, because you know YouTube's always making changes, and they're not always including the creators in those changes.
Dan, I bet a lot of you yesterday received a lot of love. They're probably like, what the heck is he doing? But yes, I just want to touch on that, and I hope I meant to do it earlier when there was more in here. But I'll touch more onto it, and I will. As I post the video, I done told her last night, so I'm not letting them videos get away from me no more. I have to comment back.
Right, Chris? It's impossible.
Right, Chris.
It's literally impossible.
And most of us know this. Most of us know, like, how we are. You guys know. Like, Chris knows. He'll post videos. There won't be a time I'll be on his page.
Night, Mo. Love you, sis.
But then I'll go catch all up on him. Same way with Chris. You know.
Thank you for everything. All of
everybody around here. But I'm glad for everybody that does understand that you're like, okay, I do get that, because it is being live more and all that, and it's not no excuse. It's I gotta get off my ass and get it done. It's plain and simple. So I want to let you know that's just where I'm at with that, and I will get back on it, because I do comment, and I love you guys comment, giving me the advice and all that. Tell me, hey, and if you, like I said, if you see something wrong that I'm doing, tell me. I want to know, because I want to correct myself, and I always am open for learning. But guys, it's 10 or 9:58 now, so
and I'll give you all a heads up. You'll be getting a lot of comments back from me tomorrow because it's so much easier for me to comment on a PC than my iPad or my phone.
And I
hate tap while commenting back.
And the thing is with me, I peck. So imagine, and it's like I said, it's no excuse. Don't get me wrong, because I would be like, well, guess what, guy? If you don't want to comment back, don't do the videos. But I will. I'm gonna get back on it because it killed me to do that last night. It beat me up inside to go down and click that because every time I clicked one, it said every time I clicked the love button and went past and didn't say nothing back, my mind told me, you remember you say you're gonna keep doing that. You're gonna keep doing that. Let's not change and be that guy. So you guys know I love you and I love you guys are awesome. But I'll get back with it. I promise. I gotta close that thing back there and just tell it to shut, leave me alone for one day.
That's not going to happen. Chris, you'll have to put that in his description from now on.
Okay, Chris. Yep. See, exactly. Right there. Right there. Let me know what I'm doing wrong. And not saying nothing wrong, but just what do you want to see? What do you want out of me? And that's exactly right. So, okay, every drone, I'll make sure I do that in the description. Night, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me.
Night, guys. Love you all.
10 o'clock. And awesome. We'll catch you next week. You guys already know the show layout of every week. Because if you do forget, Mo will remind you through here. And we love her for that.
Tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Well, we've been saying it all night. So.
Wacky Wednesday.
Love you too, Chris.
Over in
Thank you for all you do for me,
on
brother.
Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thursday night, the pre-show show over on Captain Cook's channel at 7 p.m. Friday night, the Drone Network over at Captain Cook's channel at 7 p.m. Saturday night, you have the Canadian Drone Network over at the Canadian Drone Network's channel at 7:30 p.m. And on Sunday, you have Suddenly Sunday with Val at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You now
this guy's
going to
be on
find
Earth
us
Week
every night of the week, guys.
So yes, there you have it. There was our there was the voice, and then, like I said, Mo types it all the time.
Well, there you go.
There you go.
Tuesday night at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the Old Runner Show.
Thank you, Mo. We love you. Special guest Friday. Yeah, do you guys know who's going to be with us on Friday? See, that's another thing I have to do. I have to do more. A promo video. So wait and see who's going to be on it.
Has just leaked it out. He will be with us.
Mike, it's going to be awesome.
The Drone Network on Friday, so make sure you guys
I really enjoy
by.
Talking to you there, Mike.
Good night, Chris.
Good people.
Love you, babe.
Good night, guys. Love every one of you guys. Thank you so much, and we will see you on the next stream. Roger, get ready, bro. It's coming.
Oh, yeah, Mike. It's been leaked a couple times. Oops, we can't keep secrets very well.
It's all good. Look, you guys get to see. If you don't know Mike, if you ain't been to his channel, then you get to see the face with the name. That's what's cool about it. And Mike shows himself in all of his videos, so you kind of already know. Like, I kind of say, like, the people don't show themselves in the videos, then you put the face. But you guys already know Mike, so handsome fella. Night, guys. Love you.
Night, guys. Love you all. Have a wonderful evening.
See you on the next one.